White envelopes are getting thrown out at the bureaus. You know what's not getting thrown out?
The
You know
yellow
what's what's not getting thrown out?
Manila photos.
The manilas and the big white envelopes that have tracking on it.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
White envelopes are getting thrown out at the bureaus, and it's because there's a stupid law that went into place in California that allows them to ignore anything that comes in a standard white envelope. Okay? And they're allowed to legally do it by law.
Mm,
I am livid right now. Now, it's not to say that anything that we've been sending hasn't been arriving. It's to say that they have scanned it in. They told you that. They sent you the stall letter, and the stall letter is completely legit. They don't have to send you anything anymore. They don't have to write anything to you. Now, how did I know this information? I had something beautiful that I'm going to give you on the other side of this. But I'm going to get to that in a second. That is the bad news of the day. Let's get to the good news. Okay? Let's start with credit. Why does it take so long to fix credit? Anybody come over here, answer this question. Why do you think it takes so long to fix credit? Anybody?
I think the process just takes a long time, or maybe they just ignore it until it's
Well,
too long.
agreed. The process does take a long time, but why does the process take a long time? And I know, Cody, you're learning, so this is a great thing because, guys, I want to tell you something to think. Cody's training a bunch of VAs for the credit repair software. So, Cody and I are training a bunch of VAs to help people in the software to get your level when you start to guys get your legs under you and you start to want to fix credit. Cody's going to be the guy. If you come to me and say I need a VA, I'm literally going to hand you over to him, and he's going to be the guy that's going to get you the VA. So you're looking at the kid that's going to get you your VA and charge you and handle everything. So that's the gentleman right there. So the reason that he's in here is to be able to train just like you guys to understand the things that are going on. He's joining every single mastermind on Friday. This is his day off, and he's joining it on Friday to go in and learn just as much as you guys. So I want you guys to understand what is the reason that it takes too long. Anybody, I want somebody who's actually trying to fix their credit. What do you think is the reason that you're not getting the results that you want off your credit? Throw me a bone, somebody.
because they don't want to because you're not using the right wordings, you're not using the right jargon.
Is
Well,
it that D? Do you really think it's that?
no, I'm just throwing you a bone. I'm just saying.
Be- Beautiful, beautiful. But I'm asking, do you really think it's that, or you really think it's not the right attack? That's a good thing, but that's
That's
the
not
same thing.
right. Okay, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, it's not the right attack, but let's get away from the software. Let's look at it as a whole. Okay. What do you really think it is?
It's all about the verification process they have to go through.
That's
Boy, Ralph. That's it. That's exactly it. Is it really negative? Is it really um is it really not factual? Is it really truly poor credit building strategies? No, not that. The um the thing of it is the file that you're disputing truly inaccurate? What do you guys think? Why do you think it's taking so long? Think about that. Is the file you're truly disputing inaccurate? Answer, and guys, answer me this. This is the truth in behind all of this. Because my mind got blown this morning when I was sitting down talking to people. When I was talking to the next thing this morning, I'm telling you, Think about what I just asked you. Okay? Think about what I just asked you. Is that true? Is what you're thinking about, is your credit truly inaccurate?
So you mean say inaccurate meaning having different information, different like inaccurate like that?
No, is the thing that you're disputing really truly wrong? Is the name incorrect? Is the filing incorrect? Did they put it under the wrong person? Is the person deceased? The factual data points, is it inaccurate on the factual data points?
Most of them, yeah, that I've seen.
Yes? A D. I'm asking you truthfully. The person that's disputing that file,
Oh, was it not them? No. Okay, yeah, no, no.
did they commit what they're saying they didn't?
Facts. They that some 9 times out of 10, yeah, they did.
Beautiful.
You did
Beautiful.
definitely did do the thing you did. I mean,
Exactly. What am I getting over here? And I think D's gonna pick it up as I'm putting it down.
so basically, you're saying yes. And I tell them, okay, now, okay, I get you now. So yeah, I tell my clients too. Basically, you can't just say, oh yeah, this just gonna come off like right away because you actually did do most of those things. Like you actually did get the bank, so you actually did that repo. So you can't just say, yeah, yeah, this should come off because you're saying all these fancy things. Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, you still did it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just act like it's just to come off like automatically.
Exactly. Exactly. And now when we put into perspective this, factual data disputing turns around and says that this is not mine because of this, but technically is yours.
Yeah, I get.
Okay?
I
It
get.
technically is yours. Now, I am going through this right now on a level that has changed. This morning's meeting screwed me up so bad because it changed my whole thing. We don't do credit repair. I want everybody personally in here right now to take a step back, and really look. You don't do credit repair. You're not repairing anybody's credit. You're seriously not repairing anybody's credit. Even though you're sending out letters, you're doing whatever, you're not repairing anybody's credit. And the reason you're not repairing anybody's credit is because they actually did the job. It's like somebody saying I robbed the bank and you're trying to get them off for robbing the bank when they robbed the bank. I mean, this is literally the truth. So now, what are we doing? We are attacking the validity of the file with Metro 2. And how are we attacking the validity of the file? We are telling them that the way that you are reporting this file is incorrect. That's why Metro 2 is more successful than the other ways. The CDIA has 18 points, if I remember correctly, 18 points of factual data that need to be put in on every single client, okay? That need to be put in on every single client for them to work in this thing. So if they have 18 points of factual data that they need to put in on this client, you're telling me that if they put in all those 18 points, that all 18 points are incorrect? No. They know that. They know that. So what happens? We need to get smarter. We need to understand how to talk to our clients. We need to understand how to set proper expectation. So I had a meeting with a MCA company today. If you don't know what an MCA company is, it's merchant cash advance. Okay. And the guy is sitting down with me, the merchant cash advance guy is sitting down with me, talking with me, and he asked me, he goes, Ali, he goes, what makes your software different than everybody else? First off, I don't set an expectation to anybody. Your expectation is bullshit. It's illegal. FCRA says you cannot set an expectation to any single person, right, to do your job on fixing credit. Okay. And want that 100% facts that I know. So when somebody comes to me and tells me, I'm going to fix your credit in 90 days, I know you're a scam right off the bat. I know you're a scam right off the bat. I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to listen to you when you say you can fix your credit in 90 days. Because what back alley trick are you going to do to hurt somebody in the future? Are you going to run? Now, this what was the recent one that they just ran, that human trafficking? You're going to
The
run a
sweep.
what?
Yeah, those sweeps.
The human trafficking sweep. Are you going to run an FTC sweep? You're going to all this stuff I heard this morning, the FTC and CFPB are cracking down on. Who did I hear it from? I got you guys something in this mastermind for free. I got you guys an attorney that can practice all over the United States. Okay? But I'm sitting down and I asked the attorney one major thing. What qualifies a client to get in with you? I have a checklist to go through. He sent it to me this morning. There's a checklist of everything that I have to go into with you guys, and I'll give you guys the information where you can have this checklist. But when he sat down and he told me this, my mind was blown. I'm sitting down. I'm like, everything I thought and what I thought was completely incorrect because I was taught by credit repair agencies, not by attorneys. So consumer law attorneys, and that's the lawyer. If you're looking for a lawyer in your local area, take this down. It's called a consumer law attorney. Okay? For everybody that's here that's in this, you're looking for a consumer law attorney. This consumer law attorney is the one that's going to dispute on your behalf, okay? To be able, not dispute, to sue on your behalf if you have an inaccuracy. That's what he said to me. An inaccuracy. You have to have an inaccuracy. If you do not have an inaccuracy, okay, there's nothing he can do to help you. Why? And that's where my whole mind was absolutely, utterly destroyed. Because technically, you're robbing the bank. So when somebody gets something removed in a week, 2 weeks, a day, that means there was an inaccuracy on your account. And that's why they removed it. Because they knew if they didn't remove it, okay, the lawsuit is huge behind it. So when you see people getting stuff off in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, there's your answer. That's the answer. I want you to take that down, write that down on a piece of paper. Truly write that down on a piece of paper. If somebody is getting a deletion in a month, 2 months, 3 months, and you're going, well, why am I not getting the answer? It's because they had an inaccuracy on the account. And that inaccuracy that was on their account is saving the bureaus thousands of dollars by just removing it. Literally, just removing it. Because if they don't remove it, what happens? Think about this. What happens? They have to, straightforward, they have to pay damages. I'm sitting down and I'm listening to the guy talk this morning. I'm just thinking, I'm just like, how much do these guys make? The guy tells me he has a call center for 100 people that are on his intake team doing this daily. So how many people are calling in to do this that need to be told this? You're sifting through hundreds of clients to get the one golden client. So we're sitting here. We're going over this because I needed to have this true conversation. This is the true fact behind how to do what we do. We need to stop setting an improper expectation and start setting the proper expectation as a business. Okay? We're running credit repair as a business. Everybody knows here there's no magic letter. Everybody knows here. D, you're my veteran in the group. You've been using the software. Yeah. Okay? You have
Yo.
clients that you've been running for at least 6 months already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a guy that comes in here and runs this as a business. I think this month, I think you have 50 or 60 clients that you're printing at least with me. Okay.
I'm a little bit above that.
Okay, but I was like at least the what I saw. Don't forget the month
A
ain't
little
over yet.
above
Okay.
that, my guy. Well, okay, yeah,
But 50 or 60 clients that are have at least came through at this portion of the month, and we're only on the 13th.
for sure.
So when we sit down and we have this conversation, I'm talking to every single person in here, truthfully, and anybody that's going to watch this is when this goes on YouTube. Okay. Right now, the information that we're giving you and that I'm giving you, that I'm telling you about is we need to become more well versed in understanding a credit report. We need to become well versed in somebody that actually has fraud, somebody that actually has been defrauded, somebody that actually had an issue. Because now, if we understand that they had a true issue, game on, let's go make money. Because there's a difference of what you can charge when a client has actually had an issue that is true than a client that actually has caused a problem.
100%. You
Okay.
told them the difference between something being using those sweeps, because I congratulate you on telling them don't be using those identity theft for everything, and you're 100% spot on saying only use it when it's actually like a valid reason,
Mm-hmm.
because you told them the difference between something being blocked and something being deleted. You told them that or no?
No,
Okay.
and I haven't told them about being blocked, but you opened it up. Take it over, baby.
All right.
Take it
So
over.
when you use your the identity theft shit, all that stuff. Excuse my language, but if you're putting all these accounts inside those FTC reports saying everything's fraud, 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 yes, it's gonna come off. But have you guys ever heard of something saying, people saying, oh well, 3 months, 4 months later, it came back on my report? Well, yes, and now it's because that stuff was being blocked. It was going through an investigational period. It was being investigated. Once it's done being investigated, it's gonna come right back on your report. And now, if they found out you're using identity theft, now they're gonna have a little special tag. I see this all the excuse my language again. All
Mm-hmm.
I see this all the time because they have a little special tag on your report saying, "Hey, if this person sends more disputes, watch out because they use fraudulent methods." So now
Mm-hmm.
you damn near need to go use a consumer law attorney because now they're not going to be so readily to remove these things.
Oh, you ready for this one? This is what the attorney said this morning. If you send out improper letters or you send out anything that causes the bureau to flag you, just to reiterate what you just said, it makes it even harder to
Mm-hmm.
have something removed because the judge will rule in the favor of the bureau because you've already defrauded the bureau.
Yep. I go through this a lot, brother. I mean, I get this a lot because it's been going rampant. Everybody named Mama can do credit repair now. Everybody named Mama can. There's some YouTube warriors, and now they can do credit repair. And it's like, well, you don't really know the back end of it. You don't know that stuff is getting blocked, not deleted, when you use these type of methods. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a
Mm-hmm.
valid reason. So
Mm.
just wanted to share that with y'all.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah,
For sure.
Leonard, get in.
So I'm in Houston. Hello to everybody. And I hope everybody's business is going well and growing, especially for this year in 2025. So to that effect, are you guys talking about when people try to get all of these things swept off and then they encourage them to do some type of police report and stuff? Is
I
that
got you, brother. I got you,
that's
brother.
associated with that?
So, so you can. All that is a good method. All of it is a good method when
If
it's
done
valid.
correctly.
When it's
If
valid.
and if done correctly, though.
And
Remember.
if done correctly. But the thing is, if you weren't a victim of identity theft, then what you can't be using that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if it comes back saying that you weren't a victim of identity theft, then they're gonna put that special tag on there. So that's why when Ali was talking about, you can make sure that if somebody's saying, "Oh, this is fraud," well, then make sure dig deep. Is it really fraud? Because if so, you can charge them differently. But if
Right.
it's not
Mm-hmm.
fraud, don't use that method.
Right. Now, the reason I asked that is because, like I said, I'm from New York, but I'm out in Houston. It's a young lady that just got indicted out here in Houston for doing that and going to the extreme, just like you guys were talking about, with just sweeping everything. We're getting all of this off because she's getting results, and they're telling everybody, you know, within that first 90 days, oh, she's getting this removed, and they are just coming to her. They are trying to hang this girl now.
Yep.
She's done.
No, no
She's
crap.
done.
No
That's
crap.
then
But that's what I've been preaching for everybody in this group in the beginning when I started. And what's his name? Ralph's been in here. DeAndre's been here. A lot of people come and go, but this is the truth. We've had somebody that's been cleaned already. We've had somebody that's come in 2 months in. She's been cleaned in and out. And it made me think about what I've been telling you guys. Do it right from the beginning. Okay. So Leonard, you came to me. I haven't spoken to Leonard in months. Leonard used to be a staple piece. Leonard he's been doing printing on his own and everything. Leonard called me today. He goes, just want to touch base with you, brother. I was like, come into my mastermind group. We're going to talk. I'm going to discuss something huge today. Okay. This is the facet that I've been holding off because I needed more data. I needed more to go over to be able to give people to understand what truly is actually happening. Because the truth and the fact of the matter is here is the game has changed with what had happened with that lawsuit in California. Now, I haven't had time to read it. I pulled it up, but there's a lawsuit happening in California. California ruled in the level of the bureaus, and basically they can throw your letters away and they don't have to worry about anything. Okay. And now that we know that, we know how to counteract it. We have to do certain things. What's winning for us right now? The mail we're tracking. That's what's winning for us. I don't want to do it, guys. It's a pain in the ass to do it. But the reason that I'm pushing it now is because of things that were said this morning by the attorney. And I'm like, S-O freaking B. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it because they just play one shady game after another. And they can do it. But here's the other thing to every single person in here. And I'm not trying to put people down. I'm just putting people into perspective because you have to we have to reset the mind, set people up for success by setting their mindset correctly. So everybody that wants to do this as a business, every single person that wants to do this as a business, what are you doing right now? You're trying to get clients in, you're trying to get them cleaned as quickly as possible because they're putting pressure on top of your head. Please, if anybody has that right now, put your hand up. I know Leonard's the only one with his camera. Put the proverbial hand up on the raised button or whatever. Let me just see who's going through that. I'm seeing multiple people go through that. Why? Why? Because your client thinks I'm going to pay you $200 or I'm going to pay you $100 and my credit's going to get fixed tomorrow. Not going to happen. Especially knowing now that if there is no inaccuracy on that credit report, it is going to be dragged out for a while until until the creditor stops answering. And you just got to get lucky. Now, how many times can they stop answering? They can stop after a few months. It could take a year. It could take 2. So that's why the FCRA knowingly, the framer of the law, knowingly told you cannot tell somebody when it's going to happen because of this reason. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, oh my God, man, this is all like, it makes even more sense than when I got started. All it took was one meeting when this guy's a big attorney out of New York City, and he's been doing this for a living. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, this guy literally, I spent 5 minutes with him and I got what was 10 years worth of information in 5 minutes. Just him doing his pitch spiel. This was his pitch deck. So you guys got to understand something, that when I'm coming here to talk to you guys, yes, I'm showing you how to use the software. I'm showing you how to grow aggressive. I'm showing you how to do all this stuff. But at the end of the day, okay, it does not make a difference, okay? It does not make a difference in the sense if we don't start doing other tactics inside that are kosher. Okay. We need to actually start to do tactics that are kosher and start to add things that we don't want to do. So first off, I'm gonna get with that was I think it was Alexia. Alexia, did that answer your question for you strong enough for what you asked me this morning? I couldn't answer that for you this morning because I was waiting for the meeting with the attorney. Does that answer it for you? I don't think she wants to come over. I'll get back with her. When I go through this is now going to be things that we're going to look at. First off, we're going to learn how to price correctly. Too many people don't know how to price this industry out. Okay? They don't know how to price this industry out. They're waiting for somebody to help them. And at the end of the day, who's going to help you? It's going to be you and somebody like me who's been in the industry that knows how to price based upon the negative base. So now, let's get to rocking and rolling. Okay? First question I'm going to ask everybody, and I'm going to open up the floor before I just mess everybody up. I just screwed everybody up. I'm going to open up the floor and say, what questions are there? Oh, I need to take. I'm sorry. I'm going to take some Motrin while we open that up.
Ali, I'm so sorry. I am at work on this call. So I've been like running back and forth. So I'm gonna have to probably like watch the video because I'm just not joining. Well, I'm just now getting back to my laptop.
Look, the question that you asked me this morning was answered in detail today to me. Okay? And what was said to me, and I'll break it down to you really quickly, is the reason it's taking longer is you have no inaccuracies on your account. That's why it takes longer than the one you did before that was 60 days. And if somebody's doing something that's shady, right? It's going to go quicker. We don't want to do anything shady. And then DeAndre explained it as well. They put a marking on your account knowing that you do shady tactics now. So now that if you're doing something correctly and you're doing something by the law, it's got to take longer. It is something that is it's hard. It's demoralizing a little bit, but now this is the rebuild stage. So now I dropped everybody down a little bit. I took the negative part away from them, and now we're going to open up the lives. We're going to shine the light on exactly what needs to go on. Sit at your laptop, do your thing. Questions are going to come up. I'm going to answer as many questions as I possibly can today. And we're going to go through and we're going to try my best to be transparent with your client. Yes, absolutely. Be transparent with your client. I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can. Guys, come off mute. I'm here. This is the whole point of doing this, is to be as transparent as possible and to give you guys the best data that I possibly can. I don't want to give you guys horrible data. I want to give you the best data. I want you guys to get the best results. And here's the thing. Somebody asked me, why is it that some people's data gets removed quicker than others? It's inaccurate on some people's data, and on some people it's not. That's it. That's as easy. It's easy as that. And that's what we need to make sure that we start looking forward to, and we start trying to distinguish what is and what isn't. As Mr. DeAndre puts in an order to the team. All right. So I am going to open up the floor to questions right now. I know I just messed up a lot of people, but at the end of the day, let's get rocking and rolling with some questions over here. Go for it. No questions?
I don't know if this might sound stupid, but how do you know if there's an inaccuracy when it comes to the negative items you have?
How is that a stupid question, Cody, when that's the whole point of what we do? Inaccuracy can come in many different ways. Okay, first off, the easiest way is based upon a name. Okay, so you're Cody, I'm Cody. I'm senior, you're junior. They take my information and put it on your account. Okay? That is an inaccuracy because it's my info on your account. That's the first level of inaccuracy. The second level of inaccuracy is, for example, okay, give you another one. You have a late payment, right? The late payment is late not because you made it late or you forgot to pay or you forgot to do this, but the late payment is late because, right? Because the bank switched systems, and you have proof of this, that the bank switched systems, and they never deducted the money. They never deducted the money, and they sent you a thing and says, "Hey, your auto pay may have been removed to our switching systems. Please double check X, Y, and Z." So now it's after the fact of you've already received that late payment, and that's an inaccuracy because that's negligence on their part, not on yours. If you set up auto pay, that's not your negligence. That is their negligence. You've set up auto pay and done everything correctly. Why should you be penalized if they have, excuse me, if they had an error in their system? Make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Another thing is, if say you pay a charge off, right, and it's paid in full. Okay. If you pay a charge off in full and they report the balance as 5,000, say it was $10,000, you paid 5,000 because that's the settlement, right? And they show that it's 5,000, that's inaccurate. You've paid, it should be zero because you paid what they've requested you to be paid in full. D, you getting all of these?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. This is all stuff that's inaccurate. There's a bunch of literally, I swear they sent me a list this morning. I still have to go over every single one of them. But now this is what you're looking for. You're looking to read every piece of data to understand what's wrong. Every sinking part of the data has to be read to make sure that everything is accurate across all the bureaus, but it also has to be accurate in life. Now, I'll give you a perfect example. Fraud is a beautiful one. Fraud is an absolute beautiful one. How many people in here know how to actually report fraud? Len, you know? Okay.
Not specifically. I haven't dealt with fraud with any of my clients as of yet.
Okay. Do you know how to report fraud?
I never had to do it.
Okay. What you need to do is, if you've had fraud done to you, okay, the first thing that you have to do is find out where the fraud has happened. Okay. So say it's my credit card, right? Say I've had a credit card open under Chase and the account number is 1234, right? Now I don't have that account. It's not mine. It's been defrauded. It could be opened up in Tuscaloosa, whatever. I don't know. I don't even remember where Tuscaloosa is. I just heard it on the TV the other day. But it could be opened up in Tuscaloosa, right? Because they can track all this data where things are put in. So now they get all this information. They find out that you're opened up in Tuscaloosa. The first thing you do is you send your client to the police department. Okay? You say, okay, here's the account information. It's 1234 Chase account. This is the account number. This is the company. This is the address. This is the address that they claim that they put everything out. Boom, 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 boom. Now what happens is they're going to write up a police report. When they write up this said police report, okay, this said police report has the scope of work. What is the scope of work? The scope of work is everything that you have been defrauded on. It's going to have the JP Morgan Chase card. It's going to have Capital One that they opened up one. They're going to have this um, Bank of America. They're going to have a mortgage from Wells Fargo, whatever. Everything that they've opened. Now, everything that they've opened, they're going to put in this um, not scope of work. That's the wrong word. This file. They're going to make a ledger, and once they put it in this ledger, okay, into the police report, that is the thing that has been defrauded. Now you take that police report and you take that to the FTC. Now, what do you do with the FTC? You create an FTC report, an FTC affidavit. When you create the FTC affidavit, right? You send that in with the police report and you say X, Y, and Z is done. Now, FTC is going to send you the affidavit that says that we're going to review said account. Okay? Now they review said account. When they review all these said accounts, right? They have to remove the ones based upon this. They're going to go and get in contact with these people. They're going to say, hey, do you know that this has been fraud? Da, 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 X, Y, and Z. Now, if they know that it's fraud and you have gone through those specific steps and the Bureau still does not remove it, that's a lawsuit. Because you have gone down the right steps to prove that it's fraud. If you have any contact with the creditors or the data furnishers, which is JP Morgan, and I have one for you. Okay. Give me a second. If you have all of that, you have everything set up, that's when you have a lawsuit on your hands. When they don't get it. And that's how you properly set up a fraud account. That's how you do it. Now, if a person has done all those steps for you and they still haven't got it off, you don't go into Metro 2. You send them to a consumer law attorney immediately. That's fraud. That can be removed. FYI, how good do you think you're going to look in your client's eyes when you hand them a check for damages? I know, Lenny, you're a New York guy. How good does that look?
You're gonna look like a superstar.
They
Then they're
paid
gonna refer everybody to you.
bingo. I'm teaching you guys business today. I'm not today is not about the software. Today is about the business. Today is about actually what it is to understand this business as is and how to succeed in this business. It's about handling the client and taking care of the client to understand the report, but taking care of them to the utmost success possible by setting them up for the proper expectation. And now the people who are like, well, I'm not doing this for other people, I'm doing this for myself. Well, this is setting the proper expectation for you to actually look over your report, for you to go in depth and see, well, why is this not coming off? And then have a real conversation with yourself and say, shit, maybe this is not coming off because I know I did it. I know I can't get it done, and I don't want to do those steady tactics because I don't want to be on that ledger. So, what do I need to do to get this off and get it off properly? And what do I go for it, Len?
I have a quick question. So, what is the time frame that the bureaus have to remove once you've gone through these steps? Because each of these steps that you've described makes sense. Once you've gone through these steps, how much time do they have to remove it?
On a fraud case,
hmm
they should have no more than 30 days.
That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure.
So here's the thing. That's why you give a fraud case directly to the attorney. They write one round. They write one round. They send out the letter. Once the letter goes out, if the letter doesn't do what it needs to do in that one round, what happens? Lawsuit immediately.
Nice.
What happens? Damages, payment, you're done.
And this, when you're talking about FTC, you talk about the Federal Trade Commission.
Yes, sir. FTC.
People do not know the power of the Federal Trade Commission. Boy, boy, boy.
They do not.
That's a whole that's a whole nother that's a whole nother video, a whole nother meeting, a whole nother Zoom call.
It's not, but it's not a whole nother meeting, whole nother video, whole nother Zoom call. I'm telling you, okay. I'm not. That's not that. That the power of the Federal Trade Commission is the ability to review what needs to be reviewed. They hold more power than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. And the reason I say it's a whole nother Zoom call because the FTC, just like you said, as far as the power that they have, this goes under any category of life that has to do with any type of financing. If it's wrong, if it's not right, you can send a letter to them because everybody has a boss. So any entity that you use, they have a boss. The FTC's job is to inform you of who their boss is and give you the proper steps to fix whatever problem they got. The Federal Trade Commission is your friend.
Let me ask you a question. Who's the credit bureau? There's only one credit bureau. Who's the credit bureau? Nobody knows the answer to this question. Do you know the answer to this question?
The Federal Reserve?
Hmm.
No,
Close. Close.
I'm close.
Close. Close. Try again.
Is it the FTC?
Not the FTC. One more. 4 letters.
The CFPB.
Yep.
I was just, yep. Yeah.
Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That's the only bureau. Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, LexisNexis, all those guys, they're all data furnishers. They're all data furnishers. And they're using another person's scoring model. They're not even using their own scoring model. Whose scoring model are they using? Oh, I'm messing you guys up today. Oh, I'm loving this. This class today was the real one. Whose scoring model they using? Somebody take a guess.
Vantage? No, are you
The other one.
FICO?
Yes. And who's FICO?
Oh,
Who's FICO? Fair Isaac.
right.
Fair Isaac Corp is FICO. And Fair Isaac is the one that they use their model. Everybody wants to use the Fair Isaac Corp. Vantage is the actual scoring model that the bureaus use. That's their scoring model. Vantage 3 and Vantage 4 are the bureau scoring model. So answer me this, or not the bureaus, the data furnishers. Answer me this question, guys. Let's see if we're all on the same thing. Why would they not want to use their own scoring model?
Because they're wrong.
I mean, to a certain extent, yes. That's the easiest. It's flawed. It's flawed. It's completely flawed. So at the end of the day, with everything that we go through, okay, with everything that we go through, knowing that it's flawed, they're using another company's scoring model, right? In the data furniture, why is the data furniture have this much power? Why does the data furniture have this much power? Give me a second. The data furniture has this much power because they sell your data. That's it. They sell your data because if the bank was the one that was doing the reporting, the bank would have another lawsuit on their hands for every time they reported something inaccurately.
Now, can you tell me what is it? The CF?
CFPB. 1 second.
Yeah, that's why sometimes they say just go to CFPB and then report it, and it will trickle down, and it will trickle down from all the 3 bureaus.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because the CFPB is the real bureau. It's an actual bureau. It's like the FBI. Okay. That means they have to hold these people accountable, just like you said, Leonard. They have to hold them accountable. So they have to go in, and what they do is they go, okay, Equifax, you have this inaccuracy. Okay, it says Verizon's this accuracy. They're going to go to both and investigate immediately with both. Provide me the data. It takes them 15 days. If the CFPB does not find your information to be inaccurate and not to find it to be withheld in the up to the FCRA, and they don't remove it, Ladies and gentlemen, it ain't getting removed off your file. It ain't getting removed off your file. I told you, today's hard truths. Today is hard truths. Okay? Today is the hard truth, but we're going to get this. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. We're going to go and we're going to start doing what it is. So now, let's talk about the difference about Metro 2. Why does everybody like Metro 2?
Because it's AI.
No, it's not because
No?
it's AI. No.
Is it's the bureau's languages. It's what they use
Attaboy.
to
You
report
work
everything.
for me. No. You don't get to answer. You work for me.
I just want to answer one question.
and
Okay, sorry.
it seems like Metro 2 has identified the loopholes of different inaccuracies that the accuracy of the reporting, and it identifies it, like they said, using AI to be able to have those inaccuracies removed.
But it's not the inaccuracy. So let's not use the terminology inaccuracy. Let's use the terminology of similarity. Okay? Inaccuracy means it will be removed. Similarity needs to be adjusted and then removed. Because the CDIA, with the way that it has it, Metro 2 compliance suggests that everything must be uniform or exactly the same on all three bureaus. So if it's not the same, it's not necessarily that it's inaccurate. It's not uniform. So that's what Metro 2 compliance is. Metro 2 compliance states that everything must be uniform across all three bureaus. So if perfect example, okay? I open an account on what's today's date? Today is 12/13. I open up an account on 12/13 today. So today I go to the bank, I open up a credit card, I get approved, great. Okay? They're going to report today that I open up said account. Okay? When I put this information that I'm opening up said account on today, give me a second, guys. I got to put my Slack is going nuts. And it's always when I go into a meeting that my Slack does not stop annoying the crap out of me. So, when they put this all together, right? And they get everything done and they mesh everything and they start to put this together. Now you're going to realize, you're going to see, okay, I put this on 12/13. I got my credit card on 12/13. All right. And because I got my credit card at 12/13, you're going to have one person's going to report it at 12/01. You're going to have some report at 12/13. One person's going to report it at 12/30. How is that accurate? How is that uniform? They're all reporting the same card, but how is that uniform? Then you start to rip apart each individual data point with each individual file. That's why Metro 2, excuse me, that's why Metro 2, the letters are so long versus, okay, versus a factual dispute letter. Does that make sense? When somebody turns around and tells me, excuse me, why is this letter so long? I used to send out credit repair letters, 10 years ago, and they were only 3 pages. Well, you were factual disputing 10 years ago, and now you're doing Metro 2, which they're hitting every single letter on a line item in the letter. Well, this doesn't supposed to have this. This is supposed to be this. That's why if you ever got into software and it tells you include 3 bureau report, you're like, why do I need the 3 bureau report? Why can't I just leave it include the report? Is this starting all to make sense to everybody?
So
Go for it, Len.
So we're talking about two different things. You discussed inaccuracies, broke that down. Now we're talking about Metro 2 compliance. But is Metro 2 compliance as strong as inaccuracies in the sense of we can get these things removed from our client's profile?
So an inaccuracy means they're going to be removed immediately. Because if you go to find out that inaccuracy is there and they looked at it and they see it, they know that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. So they're going to remove that instantly. So if you're using Metro 2 compliance and you're hitting them on every level and they see that that shit is actually inaccurate, let's be real, they're going to get rid of that ASAP. Why are they going to get rid of that? Because they know that there's $1,000, $2,000, $30,000. The guy told me he just sued the Bureau for $150,000 and won. 150 grand, guys, and won. He's got no reason to lie to me. He's got no reason to sell me. He's got no reason to sell me. I'm a nobody. Actually, technically, I am a somebody. I finally became that. I got to stop saying that.
You're somebody, Ali.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's telling me that he sued the Bureau for $150,000 and won. And I sat there with my mouth on the floor. I said, 150. This guy made $50,000 from the Bureau and made his client and the credit repair company that said it over $100K. Because then they pick what they split. So you don't even know what the credit repair company brought back to the client. So the credit repair company could have gave the client the 20,000 and took 80 for themselves. So now that's an inaccuracy. But we're doing Metro 2. So what's Metro 2? Metro 2 is our disputing method. We're not going to call it that. We're going to call it attacking method and call it what it truly is. We're attacking the file. We're attacking the file based on its reporting. Why are we attacking the file based on its reporting? Because if the reporting is incorrect, okay, we can get the file removed even without an inaccuracy. But it's going to take longer and more work. Does this make sense to everybody?
Absolutely.
Besides Leonard, anybody else? Does this make sense to everybody? I think I heard Ralph. I think that was Ralph. Ralph just chimes in every now and again. So when we sit down, we go through this and we start hitting every single thing and we start looking, why didn't this come off? Why isn't this here? Thank you, Ralph. I saw that thumbs up. When we start seeing this stuff and we start going through all this stuff and we trying to figure out what the heck is going on and why something's not coming off, it's not that something's not coming off. They verified it on the back end. So now we got to go and play even harder ball. Why is there 8 rounds? Why do they tell you not to judge until 4? Why do they keep switching up the methods of how to send out the dispute attacks and this, that, and the other thing? Because they have to play the game differently. You have to switch it up. You have to switch it up. Okay? Now, I'm looking into it with my wife, but it's probably not going to be implemented until more into the new year. The printer, we're going to learn how to do off the printer handwritten letters. Off the printer. Why? Make it look like it's coming from you. Make it look like it's coming from you. But here's the thing. It still says it's coming from Westchester. So what do I have with the hand-printed letters? I have an issue with the hand-printed letters. Okay? I know they could throw those out. So now we have an issue. Now we have an issue. But we're figuring all these things out. But why are we having success with Metro 2 with mail with tracking? Why do you, somebody over here who's done mail with tracking, has anybody done mail with tracking over here? I don't think so. I don't see anybody coming on. Yep. Lexi, I saw you come off of, mute.
You asked, have anybody done mail with tracking with you?
Mm-hmm.
I have.
What did you get with us?
What do you mean?
Did you get a response from the Bureau?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Did you just send your round out recently?
Yeah, and another client recently yesterday.
Look at the file. Keep those there. Look at it every day. Find out when it arrives. Get them on the phone. Get them on the phone and tell I'm the one that sent you those letters. Process them. Process them the way that the day that they get there. If they can't process them that day, call back every day subsequently until they can process them. Okay? Get rid of
I need the numbers.
What happened?
Numbers.
That's me. That's me. Hey, guy, if you actually did what you said you were going to do, people would have them. La, 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 la. You have the authorization to message me one off tomorrow and after class today to get you those numbers because I have to sit down, I have to find them. It's not
Okay.
some I could give you the basic numbers. Okay, cool app to have. It's called gethuman.com. Okay? If you can't get it from me, gethuman.com. You type in the name of the business and it will figure out a way to get you to a human on that phone system. It's actually really cool. They have people calling in every day to find out how to get to a human. It's freaking crazy. Um, that's if because I had a number, you have to go into the fraud department, then the fraud department will put you into the dispute department. So you have to go that way, but I just got to remember how to, I have to not remember how, but remember where I saved the information.
Okay.
Okay. So you have the permission to message me tomorrow. If I can't find it, then we're up a creek without a paddle. But I've been finding stuff lately, so we're good. Okay. So that's why I'm sitting down and I'm telling you, you guys are in a good thing. But here's the thing, Len, you've been doing the disputes yourself for a while, right?
Yeah,
Why did you stop? What? Not why did you stop? Excuse me. Why are you losing faith in the process?
because it it's like morally, I'm charging, like my prices start at, a significant amount. So I'm charging a good amount, but oftentimes we're not seeing the results that we would like to see. So when you're in this space, you have the opportunity to pivot in different directions. So I'm still doing the credit thing, but now I've drifted off into funding and helping people get funded for their businesses.
So we'll focus on that later because there's a whole. I have a guy that I'm actually going to bring in. We're going to do a mastermind on like a Wednesday. Okay, but he's a pain in the A to get in touch with. But he's willing to teach you guys how to do funding. Okay, he's going to start off with a couple of questions and see what it is. But he's the guy that taught me about funding, taught me about majority of the industry. Okay, and taught me how to make six figures my first month. So when we're sitting down and we're coming over here, okay, and we're having these conversations, this conversation I want to focus on the credit. So you pivoted away from credit because you're charging somebody, and I'm just going to throw a number out. Say you're charging them $500 a month, okay, and you're charging them $500 a month, but now you have in a conflict of conscience because two things had happened. I feel that I'm not doing my job, one, and number two, I feel that what I'm charging this client, I don't know if I'm getting the results that need to be getting results. Let me pivot this in a new way. Let me ask you this. Maybe on your next intake with your client. Hey, let me ask you a question, client. Client A X, client A B C X Y Z. Did you do this? Did you not pay this bill? Yes? Okay. I'm going to have a real conversation with you right now and charge them double. What your normal fee is, charge them double. And you're going to be like, why? Because this is somebody who's trying to circumvent the system. The system was built into place so that this doesn't happen. So charge them double. Why are you going to charge them double? Well, at the end of the day, you're charging them. They know that they did it, but they still want to get it removed. Ask them, did you do this? Well, and here's where it starts. Every single person in here knows this. I lost my job. Somebody in my family died. And I'm gonna give you every scenario. Somebody in family died. I lost my job. My car broke down. I was hospitalized. I broke something. Everything in the book has happened. So what's the first thing that you know about this client? Anybody answer this question? What's the first? We've gone over this already. What's the first thing that you know about this client if they tell you that they've have an issue that caused them to get so far into debt and so far into problems, right? What's the first thing that you know about this about this client?
They
Yeah,
have done these.
No, Cody, not you. Ralph,
got a lot of late payments and late everything
why?
because of instead of them going to be paying off debt, they continue acquiring more and more because of all the issues they're having and end up not having time to be able to pay them down, so which hurt their utility and utilization and their percentage.
Okay. But why? But what gets them to that point? What gets them to that point?
Hardship.
Well, hardship's always the thing that's the catalyst. Okay. So we're not talking about the catalyst. We're talking about something that actually is before the catalyst. Okay. When the catalyst happens, hardship is the catalyst that happens that causes them to go further into debt. Okay. What is before the catalyst that they should be doing that if the hardship happens, never gets the debt to come?
Should they be making arrangements?
Yes. How?
I guess reaching out to communicate that, I would say.
But how? Who am I reaching out to? What am I reaching out to? How am I doing it? Don't think about death. I think arrangements, I think about death. What are you doing before you have so perfect example. I'm having a kid, right? I'm having a kid. I don't know who knows this, who doesn't, right? I'm going to be leaving for a month. What did I do for the past year that set me up that if I leave for a month over here, I have nothing to worry about? Besides building and putting all my employees in place and making sure that the business is running when I'm gone. Besides that, what did I do for myself to know that I could be gone for a month and have nothing to worry about?
Save?
What was that, Kendra?
Did you say save? I
Oh,
mean,
good.
well, I said save. You didn't say save.
Okay. How much did I save?
You didn't say any amount. I don't think I heard you say anything.
I didn't say amount, but I have told you this before, and I know you've been in one of those classes. How much did I save?
Ah, I forgot. We, you discussed a lot of stuff. I forgot.
That's okay.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
Mhm.
You start off with financial literacy. We start off with financial. Go, Ralph. I saw you come off of mute.
I was gonna say 3 to 6 months.
Perfect. Joseph, thank you. Beautiful.
What was that again?
6 months. So Joseph has my answer. It's 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Ralph says 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
How many people know how long it takes to get a new job after they leave their current position?
I mean, I'll tell you from experience, it took me a year and a half.
A year and a half.
I
Did you
mean,
receive?
you really don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I do know. I'm
Oh, okay.
longer than Ralph. It took me 4 years. It took me 4 years to leave when I didn't leave. The company went under, and when I was still in college. I was in college making six figures in college as a full-time student. And when I left, no, I didn't leave. I got laid off, because I told my boss that if the guy that was gonna take over, become the supervisor, I was never working with him. Okay, just a basic backstory. So she laid me off. The bigger boss laid me off. She says, "Look, I got you pretty much laid off." She goes, "We fired you, and I want you to go enjoy your last year in school and do what you need to do." I was in college. I took my 6 months, and I could not find a job after that. It took me 4 years to find a job after that, and I was 24 at the time. By 28 was when I found another job. And what did I do for that time? Now, I had more than 4 years of savings. I still have some of that savings left over. I still have some of that savings left over. Investments are a big thing, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to talk about savings right now. Financial literacy is a huge thing that we do not play with in anything across the spectrum that we're not taught. Yeah, we're taught algebra, we're taught all this garbage that we never lose in school, but financial literacy and actually how to save a dollar is something we're never taught. So, what am I teaching in this sense? What am I teaching you guys to do? First and foremost, every dollar that you make, you only technically make 33 cents. What do you mean? For every $1 that you make, third should be going into savings immediately. Whether you can do it or not, that's what should happen. Because there's going to be a day that the third will save your life. There will be a day that a third will save your life. And everybody tells me, Ali, I have kids, I have this, I have that. Guys, I left off in a place where I used to spend $100 a week when I was working in that job. I was making $2,000 a week and I was spending 100. I was netting in my savings account 1,900 a week. And I was still young and dumb. I was 24. I was still going out and partying on Saturday and Sunday. I was still young and dumb. So at the end of the day, I had that money. Now, I was living at home. Some people don't have these situations, but here, I'm giving you my scenario and how you guys should structure when you start to make a little more money. Structure yourself for savings. Structure yourself put at least 33% into savings. When you put 33% into savings, I'm not even going to tell you what to do with the other 66%. That's you. But 33% immediately into savings. Don't see it. Don't spend it. That's not your money. Put it in a different bank account that you don't even know exists. I have 5 bank accounts in 5 different banks. Why? Because it's a pain in the ass to log into 5 different bank accounts in 5 different places. Because of that, I don't check my savings. The money goes in and that's it. But then some days I wake up and I go and it's like, let me go check, and I'll go through all of them and check. I'm like, holy shit, what the hell have I done to myself? Because when that money doesn't exist in your account and you live frugally, okay, it's a different story. Me and my wife, and I tell everybody the story of this, we were closing down this shop. Year and a half ago, I got introduced to this thing. We were getting ready to close the shop because we couldn't afford to pay this anymore. We couldn't afford to do it. We got into the printing with here. When we got into the printing, that boosted business up. It gave us an extra 1,000, 2,000 a month. What happens? That extra $1,000 that we were making a month, I paid off all the bills. I paid off everything that we had. So I didn't utilize that money. I took that money and I paid off bills. And I just paid off everything down to zero. Once I zeroed everything out, then I started putting money away. And then that led to where we are at today. Now that I put all that money away, I think I put a year's worth of savings away. If I remember correctly, I think it's a year or 10 months worth of savings. That I know that if I don't work for 10 months, God forbid something happens to me, everything is covered. We can live the same exact lifestyle that we have today for 10 months, no issues. But how do you do that? How do you structure yourself with that? You have to live poor for the time that you're saving that money. You have to live in a mentality that nobody wants to live in. Do you need this? If you don't need it, then you don't buy it. Do you want this? No. So at the end of the day, once you start doing this, you start teaching your clients this, you start teaching this. And I know I posted in the group with the beta guys, I'm going to add a structured how to, like a budgeting system into it. I'm still working on the math behind it, but I'm going to add a budgeting system. And if you put this amount of money in, how much you should actually be spending of the money that you're making. Because this is what you should be telling your clients. This is what you should be telling yourself. Well, my debt, the reason that I got into debt is because I lost my job. but I have no savings. So now I have to spend on my credit cards to keep a life that I want because the life is good. And then I don't know where I'm going to get a job again. So if I take unemployment for 6 months, right, and then I have savings for 6 months, how much is that? That's a year. But again, Ralph turned around and said it took him a year and a half. If you have savings for a year and you have 6 months of unemployment, that's a year and a half. So now you're just buying your time to whatever it is. Now, what's the best way to make sure that you never have to worry about that? What's the best way to make sure you never have to worry about losing your job?
Always
A
upskill.
business.
And
What? There's the two answers.
I said have a business.
Answer the 100%. That's the truth. Have a business.
I don't know if if I'm wrong, but I will go ahead and say, make sure your money is working for you and bringing you money back as well too.
How?
By investing it in, there are different ways. You can have a Roth IRA.
Okay, good.
Um,
But you can't pull out of a Roth IRA until you're 55.
yes, but that is a sort of investment where your money is growing for you.
Absolutely. But if you needed your money today, how can you put it in someplace that it can grow for you in the same thing and not have to worry about a penalty fee if you pull it out before 55?
Real estate.
Real estate's a good one. Real estate should be paying you every month. But yes, keep going. Okay.
Insurance.
Insurance is good.
Yeah, like a life insurance that you become your own bank, and then you
Yes.
can pull out from there and you pay
But
back.
hold on. Let's take the TikTok memes. Let's get rid of the TikTok memes and all this stuff. And let's talk what actual people are doing right now. What is everybody in this group doing?
Um, if you ask me what I've been doing and I have slowed down is I did invest in crypto. I
Okay.
did have a lot,
Fantastic.
at the beginning, and I think be continuing investing in projects that have exponential growth is a key as well too.
Like what?
In the crypto world, I would say
Uh,
you have XRP, you have XLM, you have ADA. Uh,
Perfect. So you're a crypto investor. Okay. You'll invest in crypto because you see a future in crypto. So you're putting your money. So instead of having it sitting in the bank in a savings account, you're putting it into an asset, which this is an appreciating asset that's going to go up that you can take out and utilize at any time. So perfect. Love it, Ralph. That's great. 'Cause you're actually using that. Even if you're not using it right at this moment, that's a great thing that you're doing. Okay. Lenny, what are you doing?
I work with a few different companies. One company we work with, they help form healthcare companies. So healthcare is always a safe place as far as investment. As you know, real estate it always appreciates. So those areas. But I recently got into something which is crazy, which I presented to my clients and they were able to double their money, which was super cool. And I wasn't expecting this. So I met a group who is a production company. So what they do is they do concerts around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're getting into the sports space.
Mm-hmm.
And they just had a sports event for the first time last month. And my clients were able to make money off of it. So, for example, one of the clients invested about 50 grand and they got the 50 grand back plus an additional 25 grand within like 60 days, which was amazing. So that's a new space that and that would be considered more high risk.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the production company has been doing it for well over 10 years. So they're with the Lloyds of London for insurance protection. And they put some different things in effect to minimize the risk with the investors. So those are the things that I'm doing. Real estate that never goes wrong. Healthcare. I own a healthcare hospice and a home health company, and I work with a company that helps people get that set up. And of course, you got I got some crypto. I'm not into it. I just have invested in it and just let it sit there. I'm not even thinking about it. And then what else was I gonna say?
Give me businesses. Lenny, give me businesses because I know you're an entrepreneur like me. Give me businesses. What are you investing in business wise that is your false fail safe? God forbid your day job goes to shit. What's your fail safe?
I am making money off the credit business.
Okay.
I do have some clients that pay every month. Congratulations to the gentleman who's got 50 plus clients. We need to
He's
have a
got more.
conversation off
He's
of
got
here.
he's got more than 50 clients.
Yeah,
That's just what he printed. That's just what he's printed this month.
and that's beautiful, man. Put me on, but I am making some money off of that and off of the home health is kind of new. So
Okay.
we're still waiting for our Medicaid numbers and we're still putting that together as far as the home health. So that's something that's new. And then with these various events regarding this production company that I'm working with, and then you got your, different Morgan Stanley, this investments. Oh, you put this amount in there, and every month they'll send you a check for every 3 months, $1,000, $1,500, different stuff like that. So,
ETFs. So I'm ETFs. I'm ETFs. I'll tell you guys exactly what it is. I'm ETFs. Anytime I get an extra $500-$600, I put it into ETF.
mhm.
I put it
So
into
like you
ED.
talk about like a Morgan Stanley, Charles Schwab type
I,
of.
I do Robinhood.
Oh, so Robin.
Legitimately right on my phone. But now I want to get with Morgan Stanley.
Hmm.
I think it's Morgan Stanley. Yes, it's Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley's got um an energy account.
I heard about that. Yeah, 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 yeah. I heard
Mm.
about that. Yeah, yeah.
Morgan Stanley's got an energy account that if you put 20K inside is giving you a $6,000 return every 3 months.
Yeah, I heard it was three every 3 months, so it comes to about 12,000 a year.
So it's okay, whether it's three
Something
or
like that. Yeah, that's what I heard. But
well,
you might be right. It might be if
but hey,
yeah, I heard it was. I think it's three every 3 months.
if that's the case, I'm putting three. I'm literally waiting for somebody to call me on that. I think it was Morgan Stanley. I want to do that. But here's the thing. You see the difference, guys? So if $3,000 every 3 months, $3,000, and you teach a financial literacy, 3,000 every 3 months, what happens? Now I have money that I'm living off of that I'm making from other money, and I can go receive that money, that 3,000. I can take that 3,000 and the 20,000 if I need to without a penalty, take that money out and use that. God forbid anything ever happens to me. And that's what I was saying. Ralph and Leonard, thank you so much for chiming in on that because that is I'm using your peers with you guys to explain this to you. It's not just me. It's not me alone by myself. It's not me what I think. It's your peers that are in your group that are in this mastermind that you're sitting down with and having a conversation with that now are telling you exactly what I've been preaching. They're doing the exact same things. So we have to teach financial literacy first. So every single person in here that's doing credit repair, financial literacy should be the first one that we're teaching our client. Pay me, but you got to learn how to start saving damn money. That's the first one.
And networking is so important because I'm no smarter than anybody in here. Not even in the least bit. But I do network with individuals, and I'll give you everything I got, especially my peers. And if you cool with Ali, you cool with me. I'll give you everything I got as far as what I'm doing, as far as investments, and vice versa. We all win. It's not about even because I'm not that bright, to be honest. But it's about that networking and the relationships is how I got in the spaces where I am. And like he said earlier, I just happened to send Ali a text. I haven't spoken to him in months. I just sent him a text immediately. Hey, I got this going on. Jump on. No question on it.
Our network is this. This is our network. Anybody, I think Alexia has been wearing me the hell out. Every day I'm waking up to a message from her, and she can sit here laughing right now because she knows it's the truth. She wearing me the hell out. I got to start charging her per message. She's literally crying right now. She put it again because it's the truth. You guys have somebody who's been in the industry for 10 years. It's not me alone that you're dealing with. You're dealing where I'm pulling from. I went and got mentors. Okay. I was never a mentor guy. I want to be honest to you guys. I was never a mentor guy. I thought they were all full of shit. I thought they were all full of shit because there was something that was taught to me. Never teach rule number one, never teach never teach anybody everything you know. Rule number two, it's blank. Why? Because you're never teaching everything that you know. Now that I'm looking back on it, I think mentors are great. I think paying for a mentor right now, somebody that's truly looking out for you, is the greatest thing. I'm looking for a mentor that wants to take a portion of my business and help me boost to that next level. That's what I'm looking for right now, personally, myself, because this is where we're going. This is what we're doing. This is how we're building. So if you're sitting here and you're running your business, okay, and you're looking and you learned that bombshell that I dropped in the beginning, you learned why you're using Metro 2, you're learning how to build your business up, okay, you're doing what needs to be done. All of a sudden, now it's game changing in your mind. Well, hey, I did credit repair. My favorite one was, um, I did credit repair with another company 5 years ago, and they got everything cleaned in 30 days. Okay, that's fantastic. Now I come back into this. We talk about everything that we spoke about today. Now we know everything is accurate on that account because of the way that they report all this information, the CDIA and all this stuff. So what happens? You know it's going to take a longer time for you to get it removed. So questions you guys should be asking in your forms. If you guys don't have an intake form, develop an intake form for yourself. If you've had credit repair, does that mean you stop? Absolutely not. You keep going. You don't stop until it comes off. You do not stop until it comes off. Because now you're already knee deep and you've already let the other side know that you're going to try to fix your credit. And now here's something that they could do. They opened up that's called the statute of limitations. Okay. And if your state statute of limitations, and I know I had somebody join in from Texas over here, and I got Leonard who's in Texas, your statute of limitations 4 years. If you're on 3 years, 9 months, okay, they still got 3 months to sue you and go get those monies. So if they got three months to sue you, you don't stop because they can't legally, they cannot sue you while you're in dispute. Did anybody know that?
Can you clarify? I'm not. I didn't have a clear understanding of what you're saying.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. SOL, statute of limitations. Okay. Why you don't stop disputing. Okay. People give up. I don't want to pay the price anymore. I don't want to do this. I give up. I can't afford it. This, that, the other thing, right? All the negatives that you put yourself in, right? Instead of fixing your credit. And what happens? When you give up, you open up a can of worms bigger than you can deal with. The statute of limitation in each state is different. In New York, 7 years, and in Texas is 4 years. Okay? Say in Texas right now, 3 years, 9 months on your statute of limitations, which means they cannot collect the debt on the 4th year. You just put them on notice that you're going to try to get that removed right now. That opened up the door. Okay? Now the bureau is getting reached out to get this information removed. They still got 3 months to bring your ass to court. And now that they have 3 months to bring your ass to court to get you to garnish your wages and sue you to get that money back. Excuse me. Sue you to get that money back. What are they doing? They're not going to wait for you to say, "Oh, my bad, I didn't mean to do it. You know, I didn't have any more money to do credit repair right now. I gave up after the second month. I gave up after the second month." They're still going to garnish your wages. Then you're going to be deeper in dirt because you opened up a can of worms and didn't finish the project.
So you're saying that in New York, to use that for an example, if you do start this process, they can't put a judgment or anything of that nature for 7 years?
No, after 7 years.
After 7 years.
They can come after me for 7 years. So if I get a charge off, we're going into 25. If I get a charge off, what is that, 18? Yeah, 18. 2018. So the last charge off that I have that can be collected is in 18, January 1st, 18. So if something was in 17, and I don't dispute it, that the last time that they can collect is 18. Now, what they will be required to do if they want to collect that money is sell that debt to somebody else and let them start the collection process. Okay. But if it's after the SOL, there's nothing they can do. And after the SOL dictates because you can keep disputing until after the SOL. So make sure when you get this process started, you don't stop until you win. How many people are competitive in here? Oh, well, I know that. Ralph, you competitive? Give me a thumbs up. Yep. Alexia, you competitive? Throw a thumbs up in the sky. Yeah, nothing. Yep. I got Kendra. Joseph, Jesse, you guys competitive? Yep. Thank you, Jesse. So you guys are competitive. Everybody's competitive in here. So why would you quit halfway through the project? I was dealing with a CEO. I'm going back now. Dealing with a CEO when I started my credit repair company. Okay. It was given to me from my uncle. My uncle used to work at Viacom and he was a accountant guy and he gave me the CEO of Viacom. Okay. Very easy back in the day. The guy had two negatives on his item, and it's not because the guy couldn't afford to pay the file. It's because of what? Auto pay tactics. He just didn't understand auto pay. And what happens when he goes to pay the thing? It was just late. Okay. So what happens? Guy come and talk to me, just get it off, do whatever the case. Money's no option, this, that, and the other thing. I was like, it's not about money, it's no option. I was like, I charge you the same way I charge somebody else that walks through the door. So him and I are talking. He's like, dude, you don't understand. Money is no option. I said, stop telling me this money is no option thing. Just because you're the CEO of a company doesn't mean I'm going to treat you any differently because you have more money. I was like, I have to go through the same process like everybody else, and this process takes X, Y, and Z amount of time. Okay. It could take between 6 months and 2 years. Well, you don't understand. I'm trying to buy a boat, and because I'm trying to buy a boat, okay, because I'm trying to buy a boat, this is what's going to happen. I said, what? So you're wanting me to go like this because you're trying to buy a boat and you can't get a good rate on a boat because you're trying to buy a boat? Yep. So at the end of the day, everybody wants you to push. I don't care who you are, there's going to be a push. What happened? Guy's credit wind up taking me 18 months into COVID, right? Into COVID. And what did he do? What did he do? He went to some stupid idiot. Okay. I never finished it. He went to some stupid idiot. They got that soft deletion removed. They got it done. They got it done in 2 months. 8 months later, he had the information come back on his credit report, but he got his boat. He was happy for his boat and he retired. Never heard from the guy ever again. Between you and I, knowing the business better than anybody else and being competitive, being truly competitive, will get you to do what needs to be done. Okay. So I've covered a lot. I want to take 2-second break in the sense of I want to shut up for a second, take something to drink. Is there any questions that anybody has?
So on that same spirit of not stopping and stuff, I've had this prior to me even starting my own M2 software. I had this company already doing my stuff. It's been a few months, like since beginning of the year, I think March. Barely anything has been moving on my credit. So in the spirit of not quitting and whatsoever, do you suggest I continue with? I mean, I'm not making any payment. What I did a one-time payment, but they are continuously going on my thing.
But Ralph, aren't you doing your own credit?
So I had them even before I did that. So
You
should I?
had no, you don't. No, no, no. You continue doing what you're doing. I'm saying don't stop disputing. Period. So if you're doing it, just keep doing it. I'm just saying don't stop. So what happens is somebody will do it, right? And then they'll stop cold turkey. And then they won't dispute anymore. I've had people come in, they do 2 rounds, they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this no more, and that's it, they move on. That's it.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? Don't stop, meaning you don't stop disputing. You don't stop doing what's good for you. Do it. And don't stop until it's clean. You're gonna come back to me and be like, yo, it took 14 rounds, but I got it. I got it. It's clean. I'm clean. I'm ready to go. What are you gonna do? Get yourself funded and don't ever destroy yourself again. What is an action plan that I want to see that everybody's gonna do this week? What is everybody gonna try to do this week to help their own financial literacy for the future? Somebody give me an action plan that they're gonna do. Ralph, I know you're already investing in crypto, so I'm not gonna do you. Leonard, you're doing businesses. So Alexia, Jesse, Joseph, Kendra, somebody give me something that you guys are gonna do. Action plan for your financial literacy. Wow, man. Micah, I want you to get one of those like cricket noise makers or the things like that they have on a do 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 do
Yeah,
do. We need to start getting musical notes in here.
we good.
Ali,
Go for it.
I'm saving. I haven't really been saving a whole lot, so I'm gonna
How,
increase
how much?
some saving.
How much you gonna start with?
Um, I
This
say
is the
about
this is the hard question. This is the hard question. You can start saving tomorrow. Put $1 away, and that's it. That's saving.
yeah. Well, I was saving like 10% of my because I work
Can
as a nurse,
can
so
can I hold you to
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
Can I hold you to that?
yes.
I want you to show me your account. Not today. Not today.
Okay,
I want you, when you go open up a savings account, if it has $0, I want you to save it. And at the end of every month, I want you to show me how much you put in that account. I'm gonna hold you to that.
okay, okay. I
Okay?
got you. I got it. I got it.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm
Well,
gonna
I
hold
have one now, but I'm gonna open up a new one, and then that's the one I'm
perfect.
gonna send you every month.
Who? Okay. Let me teach somebody over here. Who's got to
I'm gonna put you
discover?
on mute, Ali.
Go. Who's got
Okay.
to dis? Who's got to discover? Who's got to discover debit card? Oh, am I gonna provide sauce right now? Hold on. Let me see. Before I open up my mouth, is there any
Right there.
way? Who said that?
Wow.
Oh, Ralphie baby, you're on my level. You're on my level, Ralphie baby. Oh, I love it. Why do you have a discover debit card, Ralph?
I found that it was, I hate to say that, but it was the easiest one to kind of open, and it gives you a lot of different features
Mm-hmm.
to help you out. Because I was struggling because there was a time where the only bank I could open was Chime, these type of banks, and
Mm-hmm.
I went and I tried my luck with Discover, and I got that. So they have a bunch of great benefits for sure.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I get a reward. Okay, and then I'll tell you guys why I opened it. If I get a reward, it would be great. Give me a second. Let's see. Is there any way that I can get? No, there's no way. I thought there would be a referral fee or something. Okay, it doesn't. So Discover Bank, I'm gonna send everybody a link to it. Okay, they just opened this over here. Okay, and what it does is it gives you 1% cash back on all spending on your debit card. So it's like a credit card, but on a debit card. So you get 1% cash back on all your debit fees, right? That you pay out, okay? That you pay out. So what am I saying here? We want to start your savings account and you're still spending, get a Discover debit card, make all your stuff go into the Discover debit card, okay? All your payments go into your Discover credit card, and then for $3,000, you make 1% cash back on everything that you spend. So that's $30 a month. $30 a month. You can auto transfer into the savings account without having to even think about it. Now, what did I do is I opened up a money market account with Discover, and I took the 30 bucks and I added the 30 bucks in there. It's the money market, and I was making at one point they had 4.99 on the money market. I had like $47 coming in a month. 47 or $50 coming in a month, every single month, just by spending and doing what I was doing. And that was $50. That was just $50 just doing what I was normally doing. You see how easy it is when you guys know where to go find the stuff?
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you this, Ali, because I always recommend to my clients to not use debit, but to use credit just because of the fact that you can get 1%, 2%, 3% cash back on spending the credit. And up until this point, usually there is no benefit to use your debit. So that is some good sauce there. But would you recommend changing that or
Pause.
both?
Pause. You use this play if you use your debit card. If you have your credit card, you use your credit card. Some people have bad credit. So you cannot use this play in place of people that have in place with people that have bad
Mm,
credit. You put this in
mm.
place with people that have bad credit, like Ralph said, and you use this with that person. And then when they graduate, you graduate them to the credit card, and you can get them a
Nice.
Discover It card, which has 2% cash back.
There we go. Okay, okay, I like it because I do have some clients, they don't have any credit, but they'd still like to be able to get some cash back. This is a way. Love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm. 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 This is exactly these are little tactics, guys. Just little small stupid tactics that people don't see that you can do like this that'll never ever leave. Okay? Because what's the next step? What happens, and Alexia and I are talking and we're going over this stuff, and Alexia is gonna go and I swear I'm gonna hold her accountable. I'm going to hold her accountable, and she's gonna send me something. And when I see that she's putting away 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, all of a sudden at the end of the year, she puts $1,000 at 10%. Say she makes 10 grand a month, and she puts $1,000 a month away. By the end of the year, that's $12,000. In 2 years, that's 24,000. That's enough to start a business, any business. That's enough to put a down payment on a business that's cash generating that already exists. That's enough to take somebody out of poverty and put them into a mindset that says, well, I'm going to go work every day. I'm going to be a nurse every day, but I'm just going to throw this, I got my nail salon running already, making money every day. I don't got to be there because I'm buying an existing business that's already running, and all I'm doing is just changing the ownership name and the bank account to my name. Think about how powerful that is for all of you that are like, I don't know how to get out of the generational wealth circle that my family has set up that's been working for their whole lives. I don't know how to, because they were slaves. They don't realize that they're slaves. They're slaves to the system. We're not slaves to the system. Hell no. We're not slaves to the system. I'm a slave to my business sometimes, but recently, until my wife got intervened, all right, when she intervened, what happened? I stopped becoming a slave to my system, to my business. I stopped becoming a slave to my business, and I started working in my business and then on my business. So that's that key. How much do you need to make extra a day to feel secure? Micah, do not come off of mute. See, my team members have the what should I say? My team members have the guidelines, not only because some of them that sit here and listen to me while I do this all day, but some of them are watching as I'm building the books, as I'm building the courses, as I'm building the stuff out for you guys. They're watching what I'm putting together. They're seeing what I'm putting together. So Mike is involved in the development of the next book, which we are going to write live. And Len, I want you on that. I want you on that. I'm gonna get you involved on that day that we do that. I want you involved on that. You're gonna love this book.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds good.
you're gonna love the writing of this book because it's gonna be truth. It's gonna talk to the entrepreneurial mindset. How much do
Love
you
it.
need? How much?
I hope there'll be some residuals in my direction. So wonderful. Now I'm just always thinking business.
I got something better from you. I got something better for you. Why don't we just give it to you so you could sell it yourself as well and make the residuals yourself?
Hello.
Let's get it, baby.
Sounds good to me.
I love the I love the residuals, but at the end of the day, if we're gonna make it together, we're gonna be talking together. You have the access to the intellectual property because it's your intellectual property as well.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
That's how we make money. But let me ask a question. How much do you need to make extra a day on what you're already making right now to feel comfortable? How much does everybody think that they need to make?
I think double of your current.
I mean, that's to live. That's to live happily. That's to live happily.
I'm looking at that thing behind you, Ali, and that might be part of the answer right there. What's on your wall?
It is if you want to be a millionaire. This is the millionaire thing. This is my goals. But how much for an average person, how much do you think an extra a day that you need to make? Extra a day, that's the goal. To live comfortably. Just to live comfortably. Think about it. I live in New York. This is what I spend daily. This is what I spend daily. Okay. But forget about spending. Think about you. Think about where you live. Texas. Think about Florida. Think about the Southern Panhandle, Midwest. Okay. Don't think about New York and California and these places that have astronomical style, rent and things like that. Think of places that are still normal. How much do you need to make extra a day, every day, that will truly help you in your life? And it's not as much as people think it's. Somebody come off mute.
I'll say for me, I would
Mhm.
say an extra, I'm just being realistic, like $200.
I was gonna
Okay.
say the same thing, 150 to 200 a day extra.
150 to $200 a day. Okay. Len, you're in
I'm in
Texas.
Houston.
You're in Texas. Alexia, where you at?
Atlanta. Metro. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, yeah, okay. Little expensive in the city areas. Okay. An extra 150 to 200 a day. Okay. I like that. Technically, it's just 100.
It's crazy because I was about to say 100. I was like, let me just say 200.
It's 100. All you need to do is make an extra $100 a day to change your. Because think about this, okay? If you're making 6,000 a month, you do your breakdown on how much that is. You're making 6,000 a month. That's your take home, right? What's an extra $100 a day? That's half your paycheck, right? That's half your take home paycheck for the month. Now you got 9,000. You just doubled. Well, you half times, right? You make 1.5 times now, right? Now what happens? That 200 in your mindset, that 200, now you just doubled your paycheck. Now you just doubled your paycheck if you make 6,000, right? Okay. That's our iPhones get out. I don't know what this is. Okay. When we sit down and we have these discussions, that extra $100 a day changes everything. Now I lived it, and I'll tell you why. Extra $100 a day changed everything for me. Everything. Extra $100 a day paid off 3 years of debt in less than 3 months. Extra $100 a day. Because you're still living within your means, making a check. Because what did I tell you? Savings. Don't live outside your means. But the minute you make that extra $100 a day, what happens? What happens? Now you put that towards your thing. Now what happens if that extra $100 a day you put into savings? That's $3,000 extra every month that goes into savings. Now, let's not talk about savings. Let's talk about investments. I love Ralph's thing. I love Lenny's thing. Okay. Let's talk about ETFs. Let's talk about Robinhood. Let's talk about anything. Let's talk about you putting your money into that situation where it'll build you up. Let's talk about a business. Okay. That
Look,
extra go for it.
I'm sorry, Ali. I didn't mean to cut you off,
No,
but
go for it.
the canvas in the back, I need that, but can I get it in pink?
Honey, the canvas behind me, the $1 million one. Can you make it in pink? What do you want it in wording, or you want the background?
The
in pink?
background.
Can you shade the background instead of black? Can you shade it to pink? Yep.
Okay, I
Done.
want that.
Done.
All right.
There's my extra $100 a day, guys, right there. So that's it. Well, it's not mine. It's technically the ladies up front. But you see how easy it is? And hold on, wait. I have one more. Does anybody want this? Does anybody want this one? This one's going. I just got it. If anybody wants to DM me. Yep. My wife's got Colby. We can't get rid of Colby. But at the end of the day, that extra $100 a day changes everything because it's where you can put it. So the business. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing right now. The extra $100 that I'm looking to push. After the baby is born, right? I'm gonna take the money and I'm gonna open up. I want to open up a business that I don't have to be in at all. Doesn't take me to run it at all. It's actually run autonomously. Okay. I got the idea for what's behind this wall right here. There's a laundromat, an autonomous laundromat right behind me. They have credit card machines. They have a vending machine soap dispenser, which is freaking crazy. And then they have folding tables inside. Guy's got like 30 tables. It's his retirement plan. It's his retirement plan. And he's making, I think like he said, like 15 or 20,000 a month in just the laundromat behind here. So you're telling me the guy never comes here. He's got a guy that comes and does maintenance. He's got to pay him when he comes and does the maintenance, but he's making 20 grand a month. Cash, that's cash. Making his money cash. 20 grand a month by sitting over here. He has a person come in the morning, clean it. He has a person come in the night and clean it. That's it. No staff. Outside businesses that come in. No staff. No W-2s, no 1099s, no nothing. So if I take that money, I get a loan. I go buy my laundromat. Now I have 2 running businesses. Okay. With 2 running businesses, what happens? I have 2 businesses that are cash flowing. Now I have an extra 100 a day coming in from 2 businesses. That's $200 a day coming in. There we go. But now if it goes to 200 200 a day, 2,000 a day, it's easier to get to this number. Why do you think? Oh, let me ask this question. How many people know this? How many businesses do you need to become a millionaire or stay a millionaire?
Is it 5?
You think it's 5? Okay. Why 5?
I don't know. I just throw a number
You're
out there.
throwing a number. Okay. Anybody else have a number? Another number?
I think 1.
One.
1. Really? You think 1?
I mean, one can
1 absolutely can, but to
Yeah.
stay a millionaire.
to stay one.
Now I've heard it said you want like 7 streams of income.
Bingo.
Right.
7 businesses, 7 businesses and 7 different types of 7 businesses in 7 different areas. Could be all under the same house, but 7 businesses in 7 different areas. So, perfect example. I do financial literacy right now, right? Credit, funding, financial management, investments, opening a business credit, and then business funding, right? 7 streams of income right there. 7 streams of income. That's what they call the ecosystem. So I could take 7 streams of income from one person, and now I stay a millionaire. Think about that when you're doing what you're doing. Why is Amazon so successful? I just had this broken down to me the other day, and my eyes went like this. I was like, holy shit. Why is Amazon so successful?
Because all of the companies that contracted with them.
And they have multiple streams inside of their business. They have government contracts, they have AWS, they have a logistics business. They have all these different types of companies inside of Amazon. It's one business, one house, but it's an ecosystem. Does anybody know who created the ecosystem? The ecosystem model. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. Does anybody know who made the ecosystem model more widely available?
Nope.
Okay. Alexia, go for it.
The government?
No.
No? Okay. I tried.
Elon Musk,
Ooh, close, but one of his buddies.
Bezos,
Jobs.
Jobs. Okay.
Jobs. Steve, why did the iPhone succeed and the BlackBerry die?
Accessories.
No. The ecosystem. The App Store. Jobs knew this. Jobs knew you had to create an ecosystem, okay, inside of a product to make people want to stay in that product. Why is the iPhone, which is not a superior product in any which way, shape, and form to a Samsung or an old BlackBerry, okay, have people constantly yearning to go back from it? Its use, its simplicity of use, and its ecosystem. The last piece is distribution. Okay. So being able to distribute your products properly, being able to build your ecosystem, and being able to catch your money as quick as possible, it's crazy. I want to tell you something. In building my software, I learned about all of this because what is the biggest pain in the butt when you're giving a client? Okay. What is the biggest pain in the butt what you need to do? And everybody's facing this in the credit repair industry. Okay. You can literally hand them the letter. Okay. I'm going to take a box of cookies. You can literally hand them the letter and say to them, okay, your letter's done. Technically, your job is done because nobody should be selling credit repair. You're a consultant and you should be selling a letter generation service for a person, but not selling credit repair. You're selling an attack letter that's going to help them, but you're not selling credit repair because honestly, you can't control that. But you can control every single month that you're generating a letter. You can control your ecosystem that you're giving your client. Okay? You can control that. but you cannot control, right, what the credit bureaus do. So you have to control what you can do and do it within the letter of the law. So if I am selling credit repair to a client, I'm not selling them credit repair. I'm selling them coaching. I'm selling them financial literacy, and I'm selling everything included the ability for me to teach you how to dispute your items or give you dispute letters for you to go actually dispute your products. How does that sound versus I'm going to go fix your product and never ever get the job done because I can't control the bureau? Lenny, can you sell a $5,000 financial literacy course to somebody that teaches them how to fix their credit with you guiding them with the letters that you're going to provide them instead of telling them, I'm running a credit repair organization, I'm going to fix your credit for you?
I believe I can. Absolutely.
Okay. I just gave you the roadmap. There's a question that you asked me before on the phone, what you were worried about because you were selling it wrong. You were selling it wrong. You're selling something that you don't have control over, but sell the stuff that you have control over. Every single month, we're going to review your credit together. We're going to give you a working plan. We're going to fix what you need to do. We're going to start a savings plan for you, and we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm going to hand you a set of letters, or you print with my printer if you want to get them over to me. Okay. You can print with my printer. My printer will handle this for you. But if you don't want my printer to do this, you can print them yourself. Here's your action plan. This is what I'm doing for you in that month. Watch the difference on how the client reacts. Well, I just want my credit cleaned. That's not what I do. I'm not a credit repair agency. I'm a financial coach. I'm a financial consultant. I have to do X, Y, and Z with you because it's not just repairing the credit, it's fixing your whole portfolio. How many people in this class right now think that they could change that and do what I just said?
I uh, funny that I'm actually doing exactly that with my cousin, because I mean he's my only client, but he's sometimes he asks me about like repairing credit and stuff. I had to kind of lay it down to him that this is not what we do and explain to him all that we do and exactly what you just said. So he's like, oh, okay. So I'm like, there are some action steps that you gotta take on your end too, because it's not only me helping you out, you gotta help yourself out too, because there are things you gotta do on your end that also gonna help your credit. So
But remember what I just said. Remember what I just said. The action plan is to get them to be involved in the process and make them grow with you. Because if they're seeing the process, they're seeing what you're going through, they're getting the teaching, they're getting the learning, they see that they're sending out the letters, or they're paying somebody to send out the letters and they're doing X, Y, and Z, and they're doing all these little steps with you. Now they're involved in the process. When they're involved in the process, they have no problem to pay you. Okay? They have no problem to pay you. But the minute that they see you as the credit repair expert and you are not getting them deletions, what happens? You get put under the gun. You get put in a place which you don't like, you're uncomfortable, and you change everything. But now you change that dynamic and say, I am not a credit repair agency. I will handle your letters for you. I will write them for you. I'll handle them. I will get them ready for you. But that's not what I do. I'm a financial coach. I'm going to sit down and have a conversation with you. We're going to go over your credit report because you don't know crap about credit. Okay? Because if you knew crap about credit, you wouldn't be in this situation. You don't know crap about finances. Okay? And let's do this. How many people think that they can get 5 clients by the end of this weekend if I give them a play?
I can.
You can? Well, you already have the play, Missy. You
I
haven't
need
acted it to play, have you?
I need more plays.
What play have you ran right now?
As far as the credit,
Yeah, what play have you ran right now?
Well, I don't know if I would call it a play. I'm just working with the software right now.
But that's a play. But what have you ran to get in the what play have you ran, right? What haven't I think I gave you a pep talk last week, right? In the
Mhm.
sense, and I told you what to do to get a couple clients in the system. Did you run that what we spoke about?
Oh yeah,
How many
yeah.
people how many people did you get from that?
Right now, just two.
Just two.
Hmm.
Run it again. And I'm gonna tell everybody what we did. Okay? Run it again. Run it again. And this time, today, instead of putting it at $50, put it at 80. Put it at 80. Okay? And
Hmm.
see what you get from it. Start raising it slowly. So, guys, the play that she ran the other day was I'm going to I'm still learning my credit software. I want to do X, Y, and Z at 50. Now, Len, this is not gonna go with you, but we're gonna try to get some more clients, some of these people more clients. But I'm still learning the credit repair software. I'm learning my way. I'm getting my bearings at the end of the day. Let's run this play in the sense of I need you guys to come in. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna pay me $50. You pull your credit report. Okay. Everybody should go get their my free score now. If you don't have it, I'll put a link in the I'll put a link in the description or get not a description into the Telegram group. Mike, if you can, go search that. I put that in the other day. Um to the Telegram group, the My Free Score Now affiliate link for them to become their own affiliate partner. Go get that affiliate partnership. Send them out your link. Now, when you get your link, you'll be able to get paid from that. When you get paid from that, okay, you get them into the software. Now you run the credit report, you sit down with them. Okay, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna charge you $50, okay, to get your credit cleaned. Okay. But here's the caveat. You gotta pay to get your letter printed. Okay. Now, you could either pay me or in the sense, or you print it yourself. Don't give them another option. Thank you, Micah. Do not give them another option at all. Tell them, not that group. No, 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 buddy. Not that group. Go in there and there's oh yeah, you pinned it. Perfect. Good job. Thank you. Um, there's not another option. If you get that and then you give them an option to print it themselves and they mess up, you know that that's it, end of the game. Give them another option. Let them go with us. We'll work with them. We'll get it out as quickly as possible. You guys already know what we do. Give them that ability to do that and charge them 50. Charge them $80. Don't charge them for printing. Don't charge them for printing. Let us handle the printing with them. What's that going to do? That's going to keep you cheap and affordable, right? Quick, and let them understand that it costs a lot of money to print with this software because you've got law-esque documents going out. Once you have all this stuff handled in your head, you give it to these clients, and you let them go through, you should get a couple of people to sign up with you. But you got to understand what we just said. You have to talk to them the way that we just spoke to them, that I spoke to you. We're going to go over your accounts. We're going to go over your credit report. We're going to go over your financials. We're going to go over everything. We're going to double check everything. And then when we're done, so when we have our action plan is to create the letters when we're done. Okay. And once we're done creating the letters, then you'll let me know what needs to be done. Our software integrates with the printer. The printer will be able to get us an invoice out quickly. Once you do that, if not, here's your letters. Take them on a zip drive. Have a nice day. Or put them in an email, Google Drive, whatever. Have a nice day. Once you do that, this will get people through the door. Once you get people through the door, you'll be able to execute with these people and start building up your clientele. When they're done, these are the people that you want to take testimonials from because they paid nothing. And tell them, set the expectation. This can take 6 months. This can take a year. This can take 2 years. I don't have a magic globe for you. I have to do this by the letter of the law. It takes time. We have to just do it, and we have to do it properly every time. If you have inaccuracies, it can go even faster. But if you have inaccuracies, it's going to take some time. Be straight with them. What happens? You change the game. You get 10 clients in a week. You get 20 clients in a week. I have one guy who's running the play. He's gotten 3 clients in 3 days. You sit down, just tell him exactly that. You do that. You take an extra thing. What is an extra? An extra $80 starts. Then the 80 can double. It can turn on to the 160. Now you're making your extra $100 a day. Get your extra $100 a day. And that's how easy it starts. Just comes by taking 1 client a day. But you've got to not be afraid to put in a little work with these clients. The best thing is, how long does it take to run this dispute, ladies and gentlemen? How long do you think it takes?
Less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes. Okay. Ralph, you saying less than 10 minutes. Cody, you've been training people. How long does it take you to run a dispute with somebody?
If the report is ready and everything is ready, as an information and profile, it just takes 5 minutes maximum.
I want to tell everybody here something. Cody's only been working for me for 3 weeks. He's already doing walkthroughs in 3 weeks. Why is he doing walkthroughs in 3 weeks? Because he understands exactly what he just told you. He understood the validity and the power of software and started to learn. He came to me, he goes, I want you to teach me what you learn. I want you to teach me all this stuff. I want to learn it. Oh, DTD. Okay. And he went and he learned 5 minutes, 10 minutes on a bad computer, 20 minutes on a horrible computer. 20 minutes on a horrible computer with crappy internet service. Okay. You make your extra $100 a day. Now, I wanted to show one thing tonight because we've been in this thing for 2 hours and 20 minutes already. I didn't realize it was going to go this long. But tonight's sauce was crazy. But I do have something for you guys that's a little bit crazy that I want to go over. Knowing what I found out today, the aggressiveness of the letter can technically be in all blue and just do mail with tracking. I want to hear how many broken people I just broke.
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear it. Sorry.
The aggressiveness of the letter can be all in blue and just do mail with tracking.
So you're basically saying that you can send them off individually, but with tracking instead of 1 letter of each. But here's my question. Oh, so basically your count will be different. The letter count. So in the green.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Okay, cool.
What happens is the letter with tracking is what you want because we can change the folders. They're actually looking into Manila folders because one of our other clients wants us to find Manila folders. So we're going to find Manila and we're going to rotate between white and Manila. Okay. But if you do that with mail with tracking and you do not the small white envelopes, you do the big ones, it looks different going to the bureau. Make sense?
Yes, makes sense. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. No, it makes sense. Does this compute with everybody? Because it took a long time for it to compute with me this morning.
Yes, it does.
I got my Y this morning. I didn't get it from the software company. I got it from the attorney. My Y was the amount of letters that send out doesn't matter because they run it through the Oscar system. So everything is actually ran. Everything is actually disputed. Their response to you, okay, is if they see it's third-party agency. If they don't see it's third-party agency doesn't mean third-party printer. Third-party agency means that it's a software that you're developing your letters with. So everybody that's received that SAW letter Okay, we know a bunch of people have received that soft letter in here. What does that mean? They recognized your letter came from a software. And because they recognize that your letter came from a software, what did they do? They flagged it as coming from a software and they say move forward. So there's something that I was playing around with today. Okay. I'm gonna show this to everybody. Just let me get into my M2 software. Shit. Okay. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. This is going to be something cool. Oh, we got some messages. Who's we got messages from? Oh, Joseph one. Okay. Let's share my screen over here. All right, I'm in my M2 software. Look at this. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
When you go to run a letter and you're going into the send round of attacks, and you go to the attack area, you can play over here, right? Hold on. Yep. No, Joseph, I just saw you said you have one over there. That's why I was just reading. Okay. You run your letters, you do it yourself. Click my team, or you click printed mail yourself. Okay. You select your credit Epic Pro report, you select your blast furnace. Oh, I got all my attacks back. There they are. Okay. And then you do this. Now, here's the thing. I used to tell you guys what? All green, lower your letters down, right? Lower your letters down. Send as many letters to the bureau as you possibly can, right? Because if they send you a stall letter, what are you going to do? You're going to stall out everything in the letter, right? You can still do that. You can still do it 5. You don't have to worry about that. You could do default, default, default over here. Okay? But you don't have to do that technically. From what I learned this morning, if they're going to stall you out, they're going to stall you out regardless. Doesn't matter if you have 1 letter or if you have 50 letters. Okay? What they're doing over here is they're going like this. You've got 6 letters in total. You can leave this as default, run this as is, and now everything goes out. If you want to include a public record in its own letter, that's the only one I would do that they were telling us this morning. The rest of it, just let it rock in blue and go there if that's the case. Now, next thing, mail options. Run different mail options than everybody else. So if you're printing in color, print to black and white, okay? So you don't have to click to say, we're going to print in black and white anyway, but it's going to take these highlights off. Okay, so that's going to be different. Run different options with how you're doing it. Always click include 3 bureau and go from there. I've made a suggestion to the software company this morning with this to do something else. We're going to see if they take it into accountability. If they don't, I'm going to add the option as printing with my team and only with my team. And it's only going to be for those older people that have been printing with my team. Not the new people right off the bat. So if you've done more than 1 round with us, we'll give you access. But if you haven't done more than 1 round with us, like, it's going to be a little different. We're most likely going to take the letter apart. And I don't have anything to do this yet, but we're most likely going to take the letter apart. And we are going to charge this. This ain't going to be free. And I'm just going to download one of these 12 letters. Okay. And do the format of the letter. Hopefully it should open up on my screen. Give me 1 second, guys. See all this text over here? See how it's highlighted? We're going to get rid of the highlights. And we're going to do this all in a handwritten font. Now, I got to find a program to do it. And once I do it, it'll be done directly on our end. And that what will go out. We're also going to blow up any IDs that we possibly can, so it makes it look good. So again, not until after the new year. This is stuff that we're looking into, but changing the way that the letter looks so you can fool the AI is the biggest form that we can do. Let's be real here. If you have 10 people that just ran before you on using the same software and the same type of pattern, that's what's going to cause people to see people see that it's the same exact thing. So we want to make sure that's not the same thing. We were doing the right thing, and we're getting those letters out as nicely as possible and the best way that's possible. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cody, because I know we're going to have a lot of questions. I know you come back to work tomorrow. You know what? Cody's off today, and Cody came in today to learn some more stuff. So let me stop sharing over here. Okay. Cody, when we're teaching our clients this, not to say to change the way that you're showing them the red, green, and blue boxes. Keep that the same for right now. But change that black and white. Start playing with that. Start putting black and white and see if we get a difference. Or remember the client's name, write it down, put it on a form, and let's do a follow-up. And you guys are hearing this live because we're doing this. Let's put a follow-up with the next month and see if what we've heard from them. Touch base with them back and see what we've gotten, if we've gotten any results in by just changing that printing to black and white and seeing if there's no highlights, if there's no images, no nothing. See what we can do that we can change up when you're going through a walkthrough with a client to do that. And the same thing that with everybody here, that if you're doing something, notate what you're doing so that next month when you're sitting down with your client, you're going to run your next round to see what that is that you're doing and if caused the result. My thing is, I'm going mail with tracking every single time, white or manila folder, and I'm sending that shit out. I'm sending that shit out. I'm not changing it. I'm not doing that. I will try the handwriting. I think that's gonna do huge. I think that's gonna be big. Bigger than anything. If we do handwriting. But I have to see how it works. I would start it out with my own files. I have like 3 or 4 of my own personal clients that I handle. That would be the only people that I do it with first. And then I would roll it out to the masses before we do it. So I'm saying like 2 or 3 months before we even roll something like that out. But everybody that's in here, if you want to try it and you want to send it out yourself, in the sense of I'll do it and send it to Ollie, let me print it, I'll print it for you. Just turn around and say, I'm going to send you something to print via email, or I'll make a jot form and give you a place to upload the file. I'll make a jot form and we'll get it handled for you. I don't care, man. Just tell me what you want to do. Here's the thing. I'm an actual printing company. Has anybody ever seen the store? Have you seen me do a walkthrough of the store besides Nehemiah doing it in on the Facebook group and saying I'm real?
No, I haven't seen it. Well, I seen a picture you posted the other day.
Oh, in the Telegram.
The
Okay, yeah.
Telegram.
Okay. So yes, that's the store. Does anybody want to see the store?
Go for it.
Oh, no, that's up to you guys. I
Yeah.
don't want to move if I don't have to.
You
Okay, hold on. Let me get my thing up over here. I just got to make sure I let my wife know. My wife doesn't like being on cameras. I caught her candid camera and got yelled at. Hold on. All right.
Recording in progress.
That's good.
What happened? What happened? Okay, hold on. I'm walking away. Let's go this way. How do I flip this camera? Oh, there we go. So as you see, this is the employee desk. As my desk. Come out here.
I can't see, I don't know if anybody else can, but I can't see anything but
I think if you pin your phone, it would go to the big screen.
Oh, I know what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's me. That's me. Hold on, I'm back. There we go.
There it is.
Now we cook them with butter.
Now we That's my desk. That's my office. This is the back room. And then you come out to the front. This is the office. This is everything we got here. It's 1 printer, 2, 3, 4 in the front. I got another one in the back. And then it goes out to the store. All the way out front. At the mailboxes, if you want to do P.O. box in the front. And we go all this stuff, and then I walk back to my little gremlin hole in the back, and that's where we're at. And this is the cow. And I'm back. All right, I'm done. Wow, even the camera wobbles. All right. So that's where we're at. That's what we do. That's where we come in every day. So when you guys are looking at it, you're looking at a legit team working out of a legit location. I got to do it one where I take a picture of the post office guy when he comes in really mad when I have like 6 or 7 totes for him to take out. He's got a name over here, Eeny Meeny. But that's it. Before we get done for the night, because I've had you for 2.5 hours and I would like you guys to come back. Are there any questions? Wow, everybody's quiet. Question.
Satisfaction.
So for our clients, always recommending printing with you. Are done.
Can I stay on if you don't mind? I wanted to speak with you. This is Kendra.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep, sure. Go ahead. Around every 30 days. Hold on. Jesse, can you come off of mute? I'm not understanding. Is that possible for you to come off of mute?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Talk
wanted
to
to see what part don't you understand? The whole thing pretty much.
I want to understand. Give me better context.
So for our clients, if I get 2 clients and for printing, do we always print with you and they pay for the printing, right?
Yeah, you can. We send you the link, and then when we send you the link, you just send it to them and let them pay. Yes.
Okay, cool.
This
And
is
for
how
the
you get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling. Learn the system. Learn how to become an expert in the system. Take all these classes that I'm teaching you this stuff in, teaching you the financial literacy, teaching you about the bank accounts, things like that. Learn that, put that in a package, and now you're not a credit repair guy. You're a financial expert. Okay? You
Okay.
teach them how to get their finances right, and then you couple that with what we just did. Then we can add funding. We can add other things like Leonard did. Leonard saw what I did. Leonard started with the credit repair business. He was sending me like 15 clients, right? And then one day, Leonard just stopped answering my calls. He don't like me no more. No, I'm joking.
Nah, that's not true.
I'm joking. Leonard comes in, he stops. I think he was down to like 2 or 3 clients at that point. He went into funding because there's more money in funding. But what happens is Leonard now is realizing there's an ecosystem. You start bringing the clients in for funding, they can't do anything, put them into the credit repair, set the expectation for them. Okay. Now build them up, build them through the process, start with the credit rebuild, start all the other stuff, put them into funding, then put them into business credit, put them on all the other stuff, teach them how to buy a business, build an ecosystem. When you build an ecosystem, they come in, they get their money, they teach how to make wealth, they get out. By the time they get out, you've already got 50, 60,000 from them.
Yep.
Or one of the guys that I'm about to pay a mentorship for him, he doesn't take money on the mentorship. He finds your business and takes part of your business profits. I'm really liking that one.
Yeah, you got to connect me with him with that situation.
You don't know who it is?
Oh, it's your boy?
No, it's Derek Harper.
Who's Derek? I don't know Derek Harper.
Oh, go look at Derek Harper. He's one of the originals. He's the OG in the game.
Is he the one that video I sent you? Yeah.
No, not him. No.
No, that's
Hold on. Let me tell you, D-Rock. So I met Derek back in Vegas for another business that we started years ago because I get around. I'm going to teach you guys a lot of different things. Another business that we started and failed immediately in COVID. And where's Mr. Derek? Derek is teaching a course. Here, and I'll put everybody's information to him. He's got 108,000 followers. I got to go steal some of these followers. I got to figure out how to do that here. There we go. I put everybody to Mr. Derek. Derek runs a course where he talks to people and teaches people how to take clients, right? Take these customers, build their business success with you because you have access to the networks and this, that, and the other thing, like Leo was talking. But then he takes a percentage of your business instead of taking payment. He says, why should I take why should I take whatchamacallit? Why should I take X, Y, and Z when why should I take $10,000 from you when your business with me is going to make a million? So I should take 20%. I should take 10%. And by the end of the day, now his grouping grows by listening to that. And then when I met Derek, the things that I was talking to with Derek was crazy, and it hasn't changed. Derek and I, like I don't have anything with them. It's like I'm gonna start paying them soon. I don't know if it's gonna be him or am I gonna go to the senior with Dion. We'll see which one I'm gonna do. The senior level with Dion. But whichever one I do is because I want to learn that next piece. I can coach everybody to start a business. That's not hard for me. I've been doing it. I found more businesses than I could ever imagine. But it's that next piece of getting to where we need to be was what I really want to work on with you guys. We started so before I came in. Oh, Cody, remind me. I gotta get you to message DeAndre. DeAndre needs VAs. Okay, so let me remind you. Um, I started so many things, but nothing ever took traction. And once they started to take traction, this is when things. That's why I told you $100 a day can change your life. That extra one client a day can change your life, and before you know it, that extra 100, you're paying off bills, you're getting out of debt, you're doing things that you want to do. Once you keep your spending in the same spot and then move to that next place, game over. It's definitely that. So, Jesse, did I answer your question? Do you feel that the way that I answered your question was good enough, or do you have any clarification on that or no?
Oh yeah, it was good.
Okay, perfect. Questions, anybody? Any other questions?
So I have a question.
Go for it.
Are you going to emulate Derek Harper's strategy and begin to set it up to where individuals, you're going into business with them and helping that business expand, and then you're both making money?
Yep. That's what so I don't want to take $20,000 from a person and not know what the business is going to do. I want to get engulfed and take percentage and go in there and really figure out what's going on, bring that piece to the next level and make a real profit from it and not a BS profit. Because here's the thing, if you're making $2,000 a month and I come in and take 20%, it's $200, right? But if we take that $2,000 business, we make it 20,000. Now it's 2,000. If I do that 10 times, now I'm making 20 grand. But here's the thing, that emulation of what I'm doing and what I'm going to change is when I sit down with that client, is that growth is there because of us. But I need to find out what is there. Why? Why is that? Why would somebody go for that? Would somebody not like that? Why? What are the reasons why? I don't know that. So a lot of people, I've had pushback for people wanting to partner with me. I have this, I have that, and it's called all I. And I never, how do I say this? I never put somebody down in that sense. Yes, you may have all of that, but you don't know what I have. There's a reason that people come to me. Let me ask you a question. Every single one of you in this group right now, why are you on this phone call right now?
I want to learn more.
Well, you work for me. This is a different story.
I want to learn more.
Okay.
It's just-
I learn more and also just continue developing myself.
But why not with somebody else?
I mean, nobody else offer it, so the way you do.
Okay. In what sense? What do you mean in the way I do?
You didn't ask me for $10,000.
But I
Come back.
did. But I did.
Hmm?
But I did. You didn't realize how I asked you for $10,000. That's what people don't understand. I asked it in a way that you have no problem paying for it. I asked you to pay me for the printing, and the printing that you pay me for, I could run this class for free and take my time away because you're already paying me for printing. So
Yeah,
eventually, one day, you're going to pay me $10,000 for all the clients that you get if me pushing you forward.
I
So
understood.
eventually, you're going to pay me $10,000, but the day that you pay me $10,000, I'm already a part of your business. I'm so entrenched in your business, right, that you would not think twice about paying me $10,000. Ralph, you were thank you, because you were the answer that I needed I needed what you said, because everybody thinks it's free. It ain't free. You don't see me adding free clients in here. I didn't go to my list of people that paid. Leonard was the only one that hit me today, but he's a paying client. He paid. Everybody that's in this mastermind group has paid me at one point or another. And the people that haven't paid me, they all left. They got booted.
And I can tell you that, I mean, if I can add on top
Yeah.
of that, I can see, I mean, in a sense, for me, it's free because of all the value you have given that we can take and go do whatever, but implement them, or even the value you have given on these little way to tweak the credit. And, that's in itself, I think, is worth even all the money that we pay you or we don't think we pay you. So yeah.
But here's the thing. I want to say it to you. So now I gave you value, right? I gave you value. I give you value once a week, every week. If I were to ask you to pay me $1,000, would you pay me, Ralph? Don't go nowhere, brother. Don't go nowhere. You're the one I want you here. Don't go
I'm
nowhere. If
saying,
if I asked you to pay me $1,000, would you pay me?
depending on what we are, what you're asking me for $1,000 payment
Just
for.
I'm just gonna go just $1,000. I'm asking you $1,000 to teach you credit.
No.
Exactly. Exactly. I know that. I know that. It's not that you're paying me 1,000. You people have a problem paying for a mentorship when they don't understand what the mentorship offers. They don't understand what value will bring them, what the ROI is. Ralph, if you go get 10 clients today, what's your ROI? Your ROI is $1,000.
Yep.
Your ROI is
But
$1,000 on
here's
something.
another reason why also too I wouldn't pay it. It's because I'm not saying you, but there's a lot of out people or things out there that just want you to throw the money and they just give you fluff and they like the word mastermind doesn't mean I have to go and keep. I'm not telling you to hold my hands, but if there are things that can, unlock some doors for us, I think it would behoove you to tell those people instead of just giving little hints and say, "Oh, you know what I'm talking about. You know it." You know what I'm saying? You don't do such things. But if we are talking about this prior to me knowing you, then no, I wasn't gonna give it to you based on the experience I've had with all those other people. But if we're talking now, yes, I would happily give you $1,000.
Exactly. You guys are the reason why I did the mastermind group. You
I, I,
guys are the go for it, Len.
I want to say something also about Ali because I've been working with him for about a year now. I don't want to get any type of mentorship from anyone who doesn't have a mentor. To to have a mentor and say that I have a mentor takes humility, and a lot of people don't have that. So, like you
I
said,
have three technically.
this so people, like you said, will sift themselves out. Oh, why would I pay you a percentage of my company because woo 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 and blah blah blah? I already have this. Like you said, if you don't have a mentor, How can you progress? You don't, it goes back to the old adage when you're doing business, you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I want everybody in the room to be smarter than me. So I can learn that, because if you're not, you're creating a ceiling to where you can't grow. So that's one of the reasons why I always rock with Ali. Second, he's gonna give you the sauce, and he's gonna make money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It might not be this way, it might not be that way, but in one way, shape, or form, if you're rocking together, you're gonna make money. Ali's going to make money, and you're going to be able to make money with him. So that's why I always stay in communication. He always has some type of sauce, and he has a mentor, and I can learn from him. It's like an interchange of growth, rocking with Ali. So
I'm gonna give
that's
you the
just
reason.
my.
I'm gonna give you one reason, and yesterday was the biggest reason that I got a mentor. You want to talk about humility? Here's humility. Yesterday I was fucked up beyond belief. Fucked up beyond belief, and I was emotional, and I was about to make really bad business decisions. I picked up the phone, I called my mentor, and I said, I'm about to make a really, really bad business decision, and I know I'm not capable of making the decision by myself right now. I need help. The guy was in Manhattan. I want you to understand that he was in New York City, like he was in the city. I don't live in the city. I live in the mountains. I live about an hour away from the city. Okay. He left what he was doing, came to the office. We sat down for 5.5 hours, me and him, just going through things, talking about everything. Now, we own businesses together, but that's a mentor to me. That's somebody that, not only a friend, but somebody who's been through it that says, okay, let's do it this way. He's also made me see things that other people will not make me see. I was stubborn when I got into business. I will tell you that I was the stubbornest mule you'll ever met in your life. I'm not stubborn anymore. I will listen to people. I will understand what they're saying. I'm going to try my best to give you the best that I possibly can. But I'm going to tell you like this. I was a stubborn mule. I was really a stubborn mule, and I didn't want to hear any other way because I thought I knew better than everybody else. And then I realized I didn't know shit. That's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. I didn't know shit. Now, my mentor says, okay, I like what you said, but let's try it this way. I don't want to question you, but just please explain it to me why. That's all okay. And he explains it to me. Oh shit, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, no problem. So everything that we give you, everything that we talk about, everything that we go through, first off, I'll tell you guys, I'm here. I'm gonna ask you guys. I think Alexia is the only one over here that's been blowing me up. She's like, until he starts charging my ass, I'm gonna keep asking him questions. She's like, I'm gonna reap this for whatever I can. And that's exactly what it is. Ralph, I know you message me one off every now and again. Jesse, I know you're new to the group, but everybody in here has me at the palm of their hands. You're getting Cody, who's learning from me firsthand. I think I have another one of my employees that just showed up in here, okay, that learned from me firsthand, that knows the software, all that stuff. You don't need a mentor to learn how to do the software. I'm giving that shit away for free. Why? Because you're going to print with me. Printing, then I can run these classes. Then I can show you guys how to do the stuff properly. Then I can take myself away, hire 2 employees, take myself away from the business, and go sit down with an attorney today and learn what I learned today. That lawyer became a mentor in a way today to me that I didn't even know of, because what happened? I learned something that changed my whole image on the credit industry today. I was like, oh shit. Damn. Now I knew some of this, but I didn't know to the level that he explained. And I asked him, I'm telling you, I asked him to do or come in and do a whole thing on a mastermind with us. He turned around and goes, sure. So when you hear it from his mouth, it's going to be even different, because you're going to be like, oh my God, this is completely different. He's right. So what are we doing? We're bringing value. So Ralph, I'm gonna ask you this: if I want to charge $5,000, do you think I'm worth $5,000?
Believe so, yes.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Why do you think I'm worth $5,000?
I think you still have some stuff in the bag that you haven't told us. And
I
y'all
do.
know,
I definitely do.
for how can I say this? Like that you're not just excuse my language, you're not just talking out of your ass. You do have things to back it up, and you show the proof and the receipt and the connection that you have with all these different type of financial institutes that we discuss all the time. So
Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. Oh, Len, you're new to the group. I don't know if one of the guys can do this. Go over here. Where is her number? Um, Here, Sonia. Get this from. I mean, unless you can take a screenshot of that.
Got
Take
it.
take a screenshot. Say that you come from me. We got a deal worked out. She's sending me law offices for every business client that I send over to her. So I know you got the people doing business funding. She does Chase business funding, and she's got connections for the class to personal. Say that you came from me. So email address,
So,
whatever.
she does business and personal funding.
She got the connections for business and personal funding, and
Nice.
she does the PDF applications.
Now PDF, what does that stand for? PDF applications.
The PDF, the actual PDF, she fills in the application, not that
Oh,
bullshit one
okay, okay,
online.
okay. Cool.
Does anybody know what a PDF app? Does anybody not know what a PDF application is? I'm sorry. I know you were looking at me. Yo, my wife just gave me the dirtiest look. Does anybody not know what a PDF application is? Me, I do not know. Joseph, a PDF application is when the bank gives you an actual application that you have to sign and prove that you are who you are, not a bullshit one on the internet that just is willy-nilly. These are the big wig applications. These are the applications that get you, where the hell is my credit cards? That get you cards like this. And this is the, I don't know. Hold on. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's metal. That's the metal one. That's not it's not the plastic one. That's not the one that you have your plastic one by any chance? You have your regular one? Is it too far for you? My wife just looked at her bag, which was right next to her. She's like, okay, it's too far. So I just showing you so this is before we had our application done. Okay. She's got her Chase Biz card. Hold on. Let me see if she's this is not good. She can't find her Chase card. The hell, honey?
you had to cut it because she spent too much on it.
That one, yes. That absolutely. Do I have it in here? No. So my wife's actually very good with personal finances. Her business finances is something that I'm working on with her. And I told her, I was like, all these guys come in and sit on a Friday afternoon with me. Ooh, I will always print with you. I believe and trust in your business to be transparent. You've been the first curse I never have finance. The knowledge. I have to leave now. Thank you so much. Lexi, I see you, sweetie. Bye-bye. Have a great day. I love that. Thank you. I truly take that to the heart. Yeah. This is mine. Oh, this is our debit card. So here's the debit card. You hear the difference in the sound? That's the debit card. At the end of the day, that PDF that you get, that PDF can get you a higher limit. And when you have somebody that's connected to the underwriter, so with this card, you remember I've been talking to you guys about my software with the the credit stuff and how it analyzes the personal file and can do all that stuff, I knew that I'm not ready for funding, no matter what, if it's personal or business. I know that I'm not ready for funding because I did funding a year and a half ago. I went in and applied for the business card because I'm trying to get points for the business. Well, she can't approve me for the limit that I wanted because of exactly what happened. So now I have to wait 30 days, pay my first bill, and after my 30 days, then she can go on up the limit. And she said in the first 3 months, I probably can get to 70,000, where other people are getting 70,000 one shot. So by not having that and having somebody to converse with and having a person to communicate with, that's how you push these levels up and you get to the next level. And you really go to that level where people are moving up with you. Okay. So that's it. Okay. Oh, wow. Damn, I give out a lot. Hey Ralph, I want a testimonial for you. I feel getting a testimonial from you is gonna really be a heavy one because you're the guy that I'd never pay for that, and I know it, and you're the guy that just gave me so I pay for you. I want a testimonial from you more than anybody else. Micah,
It costs a lot of money. It costs a
get,
lot of money.
I got you. Don't worry. I know how to take care of you. I'm gonna
$500 a word.
$500 a word. Okay.
Nah, I got anything for you, bro.
Micah, get in touch with Ralph. Whatever you need to create it, I want it because if I'm gonna start doing this coaching stuff, I really want to figure out what I'm worth and get people who truly feel that I'm worth being a coach to get that letter out there. Lenny, did you see your picture that comes up on my phone?
Nah.
Look at this. Look at this. I saw this today, man. I couldn't help this.
Soon as you put it up, I got a call. Hold on, let me get
Yeah,
out.
that was me. It was me.
Oh, it won't let me see it.
Oh, it was okay. Hold on.
Oh, I just saw a glimpse of it with me in front of the vehicle.
Yep. I think I just stopped following you. I sent you a text.
My man, Big Pimpin'. I see you. Okay.
Oh, and I always want this to remain something. I want it to be a community. I don't want it to be something where people are just feel like, they're not being able to help each other. This is a community to help each other. I want to see people grow. I want to see people get to the top.
So I got
Go for it.
I got a question. I don't know if you'll be able to help with it or not, but I did get affiliate with this funding company.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. Iraq. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, I got the funding affiliate, but I don't know how to set that up. I don't know how to even go about,
Lenny,
I don't
give him yours. Yours is better than that one.
Yeah, we got Rock. Yeah, they're very stringent. We have a lot more flexibility, and this is crazy. Like I said, I haven't even spoken to Holly in a long time, and we had the discussion about funding. This guy knows what he's talking about. I tell him who I'm working with, and instantly he's like, I know them. Matter of fact, there's some good guys, but I got a whole nother play for you in that regard. And it's like you rocking with one of the best guys. I don't know how many
No,
people on here.
give him what you got. Give everybody what you got. Tell them who you're rocking with, okay? So that they can get in. Because here's what's gonna happen. Eventually, they already know. So these guys, Ralph has seen the software. So Ralph has been in when he's seen the software and seen the basics of the software. The new
Right.
one, I actually think the new one, they just gave me the beta for the new one. When that comes in, that'll be a whole different game. But we want to give people the ability to taste it a little bit. Because let's be real, Ralph is still working a day job right now. I want Ralph to taste a $40,000 month. Ralph's gonna get a little. Ralph's gonna get a little big pimping when he tastes a $40,000 month. But here's the
So
thing.
look, I'll do this. I'm not gonna give everybody that, but I'll put my information on there. How do I do that? How do I put my
Just
contact
I'll
information?
just reach out to you on Are you on the
it's on
Telegram?
Telegram. Yeah, he's on Telegram. He just
I'm on
joined.
Telegram. Yeah.
He just joined.
What does it come on? Leonard Plowden, or what am I
Yeah,
on?
Leonard Plowden.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, reach out to me. Reach out to me because
Yeah.
and
My thing is, it's not only getting the affiliate, it's just setting that business up and how you go about it.
That business is easy. That business is the easiest fucking thing you could do to set up. That's easier than fucking credit.
No, as in, how do I get client?
The same way you get credit clients. Anybody want money?
Where are you? What state are you in?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee at the moment.
You're in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, big city. There's more businesses out there, and you don't even realize if you go into your contacts, you probably have over 20 to 50 different people who own businesses who you could reach out to and let them know, hey, I'm offering these services. Whether it be
hold on, Len. I just want to cut you off for 1 second. I apologize. Micah and I found a program that we're going to be testing. I sent it to him yesterday. That does unlimited emails and unlimited text messages for $97 a month. What Lenny's about to tell you, everybody here should invest in a company that can get unlimited text message, unlimited emails to your clients. Because what do? You got to do a market blast immediately to your contacts. So we're going to test it out first. If we find out that it works, we will then give it to you guys. You guys can go out and go sign up to. I would never give you something. I don't even want an affiliate. I don't care about that. I just want you guys to have something that works so that when Len tells you a play, right, that you have 100 contacts that could do X, Y, and Z. Okay, you're running credit today. You're doing credit. This week you're going to do a credit. What the hell is that shit called? I'm sorry. You're running something on credit, right? You're going to run a play on credit. Next week, you're going to run a play on funding. For everybody that got into last week's credit play, okay, we're pushing you to funding this week. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you don't go for it,
for the unlimited texting and emails, do keep in mind that this process to be able to do that is getting streamlined today because there are probably AI software and companies that are able to do the unlimited texting and emails. So that's what you look for. And if I find one, I'll put it out there. Ali, if you find one, put it out there.
We're going to test it. We're going to test
it. And is it AI?
I don't know if it's got AI in it. It's the first only one that I found unlimited email, unlimited texting. Very hard.
I bet you it is. I bet you it is.
Very, very hard to come by. And even if it's not unlimited, get yourself a VA. Here's the thing. You have automation. Get yourself a VA. Cody, what's our base price? $5 an hour for a VA? $5 an hour for a VA. You can pay somebody 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day to set up a text message campaign, run that text message campaign for $15, and make how much? The extra $100 a day that you need.
Mm-hmm. And Ali, I got to get with you because
you need a VA. You need a VA. You need a VA right there.
And that's why I'm not going to promote the individuals who I'm working with because, guys, very soon Ali is going to have this. I might be presumptuous, but putting it out there. But if you're talking about ROK, you're looking at the next ROK. You're working with the next ROK. So
hold on. I'm gonna should I do it live? Let's see. I'm gonna do it live. Fuck it. What do I have? What I have to do? Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't record it. No, I'll just let it rock. I'm gonna do it live. Who cares?
We could always take it out after if we have to.
That's my man. That's my
Leonard,
man.
Leonard,
That.
I shoot you a message in Telegram, so no rush, just so you know.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's see. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's see if we can log in. Let's see if phase 1 is completed. Lenny, I'm only doing this because you here.
I appreciate it, man.
Lenny, we need you on the call all the time, my boy.
Hey. He caught me at a good day, man. I put everything on the side. I said, I'm gonna rock with my guy, see what he's got going on. And I like it. I love it.
There it is. There's the underwriting report built already.
Mm.
There's the underwriting report. So now, what the next part of the process, this is phase 1. Everybody sees this. This is ours. This is ours. You see the redesign? Everything's here. This is ours, guys. This is
I
ours.
don't even think they know what they're looking at, bro.
This is the underwriting report for a credit system. When you pull somebody's credit, this is the underwriting report. This is how you know if somebody's ready for funding. See this over here? You see these checks? That means the guy's got over a 700 credit score. Good. Looks good to the bank. Yes, the 3 years with the cards, checks look great. They're under 30% utilization. This person's got 2% utilization. I know who it is. Okay? No more than 4 unsecured cards, no bankruptcies, no nothing. This right here is ready for funding. For all of you that want to start a funding business, this is going to be what you need to start a funding business. Because if you don't know how to read a credit report and don't know what the bank is looking for, you can't start a funding business if you don't know what the bank is looking for. This is what the bank is looking for. How do I know? Because I have the underwriters with me that talk to me, that they come here and sit in the office. They tell me what they're looking for. Now, why did I make it 700 and not 680 like she told me?
So you can make sure that they get approved.
That's it.
Under promise, over deliver.
God, preach, baby. Preach.
Hey, this is what we do, bro.
Okay, preach. We've got it all coming. Sources pulled, everything, analysis letters. We're going to get the progress report back in. Look at this. This is your freaking funding letter that we were talking about. It's here. It's done.
You're giving them too much, Ali.
We're building it for you, but I ain't finished yet. You know what phase 2 is? I'm going to pick your damn cards for you that you're going to send them to apply for. What?
Come on.
Okay? I'm going to do it for you. I created a software that you can start a business and go start making $20,000 freaking head. And don't let the Arabs in my group over here start a call center, sending this to them and starting them and taking your business model away from you, because they're just as hungry as you. And if they make 20,000 in their country, it's like making 2 million.
Talk about it.
Think about this, guys. I did this because I know what the industry needed. I know what people were seeing.
And it's easy. It's too easy.
It always has been easy, but nobody put it together like I did. I put this together. This is my software. It's owned by me. This is the freaking the IP number that's given to me to our private AWS server. So wake up, everybody. This is the game. This is what everybody's looking for. This is how you're going to start making money. You want to make 6 figures a month? Learn how to start funding. But you can't learn how to start funding until you start building the ecosystem. And you got to start the ecosystem on the low end, learning how to fix credit and doing it correctly. Learning how to build credit and doing that correctly. Learning how to get authorized users if they can't build it with proper credit cards. How to pick the right authorized users. Then after you do that, what's the next piece? The next piece is putting them into base funding.
And that's part of what we do. People can't come to me and say, "Oh, I want my credit fixed," even right now. And that's how you know that Ali knows what he's talking about. They can't come to me and say, "Oh, I want my credit fixed." No, that's not what we do. What we do is build businesses. So we're going to help you structure the business. We're going to help you make sure that you're in a position, but everything starts from the infancy stages if your credit is not right. It starts from there. We're going to structure the business properly so by the time you go to the funding, you're going to get approved. Yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm telling you. He's got it. He's got it. But that's what you're talking about there is essentially eliminating the middleman out the way when it comes to this funding.
Why? Why are we eliminating the middleman?
It's going to be more money for you.
But no, why are we eliminating the middleman?
I mean, this is because you came up with a great idea. I don't know. What do you mean? Why are we? Because
when I give you the portal to send your client to tell them to go apply for X, Y, and Z card, and they do it off their IP address, the guaranteed approvals go up by 10 to 15%. That's why we eliminate the fucking middleman.
Wow. Yeah. And if it's set up to where you're able to get those percentages directly to you off of what you get them funded.
What do you think? I'm adding the contract in there for a minimum of 15%.
Boy.
Don't boy me. I've been doing it. I'm teaching you guys for free.
Man, that's crazy.
This is going to be a game changer system wide.
And that's 5% more than the industry standard. 15?
No,
yeah, I'll take it.
No, the industry standard is 15%. We
Really?
started with that. They lowered it because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. They lowered it because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. They weren't getting the clients the right amount of money. And then they got the FTC to start looking into businesses because they were charging 10%, and they were charging 10% and only getting them $5,000. So they were ripping people off for nothing. When we were getting people 15%, we were getting them 150K. And when the economy was good, we were getting 300K personally.
Not even on business.
I was getting Barclay cards with $50,000 on it personally when I started before COVID. All these guys can talk. I walk the walk. My wife's wearing a rock on her finger right now because I was walking the walk, and I didn't buy white gold. I bought fucking platinum.
There we
because
go.
that's what it is when you start to do it right. When you start to teach people how to do it right. I told you they're not teaching you everything. There's a reason they're not teaching you everything. Because they still want to make the money. And everybody they put in front of you to teach you how to fund, they're charging 10%. Yeah, they may know the thing, but what are they getting? They're paying a kickback up to somebody else. They're not making all that money. I was splitting my half 50-50. We were taking 7.5% with the super affiliate that was sending us 30 clients a day. 30 clients a day. That's the game. That's what it is. You guys want to win? That's how you start winning. 2 clients a month, guys. That's all you need to change your life. In this business with funding, when you start doing this, 2 clients a month. It's 100 credit repair clients and 2 funding clients. That's the game. Lenny, you see what the hell you do? I never got this hyped up on a meeting in a long time. Never got this hype.
I love it. I love it, man. Because they
my
need
wife
to
said
know.
my ears are hurting.
Like you said, the eco. It's a lot. Credit is just a small part of it. That's just a small part of it. If you coming to me and you just want that, you're not the client for me, because there's so many other layers to this that I'm gonna be able to help you with. Like you said, that's a coach. That's another level, man. Consulting. This is not credit repair. He's absolutely right. And it might mean that you don't have as many clients. That's all right. But those clients that you have, they're going to see the value and they're going to pay.
That's it. And they're going to stay with you, and they're going to build with you, and you're going to build the client up to the next level. That's it. All right. Before I get stabbed tonight, okay, because I know Kendra's been waiting, okay, Does anybody have any more questions on this? Because she wants to stay one off with me real quick. Nothing. Quiet. Crickets. Jesse, you good? I'm gonna call everybody out. Jesse, you good?
I got a question.
Go for it.
Yeah, I wanted to see. So right now I'm running my credit on the program, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you said that every 30 days or 35 days
30. Just do 30. Put it in your head 30. So even if you
30.
get to 35, it doesn't make a difference. Just put in your head 30. So if you end up 35, you're good. You're still good.
Okay, so every 30 days I send a round, right?
Yep.
So say we got a client and we charge them our fee or our price. How many rounds are we doing for them?
We discussed this at the beginning. I know you came in a little bit later.
Yeah.
You're going to do as many rounds as it takes to get the information removed, especially if they don't have an inaccuracy. You need to explain that to them and be precise. You don't tell them a time. You tell them, I'm going to work every single round to get your shit removed, but I'm going to do it until it gets removed. You can't be prepared. It could take 6 to 12 months. It could even take 2 years. Okay?
Okay.
We're hoping that it gets done sooner. But under federal law, we cannot tell you that it can go, we can't give you a time frame because we don't control it. But we're going to give you the best letters. We're going to try to go the best way possible. We get some people done in a month. We get some people done in longer time frames. Okay? And you've heard it from some of the people that have been working with me directly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, cool, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay? Jesse got his question in. John, you're mine. You can ask me questions anytime you want. Joseph, you good? I know you can't come off of mute. Just throw me a text in the chat. Tell me if you're good or not. If you got any questions.
Yeah, I can talk now.
Good.
And I'll let everybody go.
Good. How are you?
I'm
Hey,
doing well, man. Doing well. But yeah, I just had one question. I know you was talking about the what it was, the letters about how aggressive we should go. I remember I was watching some of your videos and you was telling me. I know. I think you kind of went over it earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just do all blues now instead
It's
of
not
just
that you
going.
could do
Okay.
your aggressiveness, but from my understanding from the attorney today and what we were talking about to the attorney, is if you do all blues and send it out mail with tracking, it's going to be more effective than sending it out single envelope, green single envelope with standard mail.
Okay.
That's the difference. What was explained to me today. The mail that has barcode on it they have to actually legitimately scan it through the machine. They don't have to legally by law. They could throw a white envelope away now. They can. There's no repercussion to them. So because that, if you do the bigger envelope, whether it's a manila folder or a white one, that one is different and they have to run it through their machine. Even if you get a stall letter, it's better than putting the white envelope, which they can throw away.
Okay, okay. And with the stall letters, I think I was listening to one of your videos prior. Also great content also. But yeah, I know you were saying with the stall letters, and now you do it with the tracking, but with the tracking, tell your clients 2 days after the call and tell them to process it. Are we
Mm-hmm.
still doing it?
Yep, absolutely. Tell them
Okay.
when it gets in, call them the day that it gets in. So if you didn't process it, you don't have to process it today, I'm gonna call again tomorrow. And keep calling every day until you get those letters in their possession for them to process it because they're doing it.
Okay. And that would stop the stall letters, or that's just
It's
a
not
double
going to
check?
stop the stall letters. What happens is it'll give them a better chance to actually process the letters and not have them be stalled out because you're actually calling on the phone and saying it's me.
Gotcha. Okay, and also, and that's why they're saying that people throwing away the letters, and y'all trying to change it up to make it seem like it's coming from us now.
But
Because,
it has been coming from you. It always
well,
has.
yeah, it has always, yes, it has been coming from us, but I guess that's a stall tactic. I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gotcha. Tracking now.
Yeah. Tracking is. We've seen great results. There was a lady in there. I think her name was Kendra. Not Kendra. Kendra's here. Hold on, let me see. She used to text me all the time. Jasmine. Jasmine was in there for 2 months, completely clean. 2 males with tracking. Done, clean.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
that's why we said that. But she did male with tracking and she did all green. She didn't care. She just paid the big fee. I think one of her bills was like $300. She didn't even care. But that's the whole point. She didn't care. She did the mail with tracking. She got everything cleaned off as quickly as possible, which is surprising. I don't even know how that happened. Honestly, I can't even. I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to assume how that happened. So, yeah,
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
no problem, big man. No problem. All right. So the last one would be Leonard. Which Leonard, you have my direct phone number, so you can call me at any time. Yeah, so that means everybody's good. I'm gonna hold the class after, or not the one. I'm gonna hold Kendra over here so I can just get done. And then Kendra, do you want to speak to me personally, or do you mind if my team stays in so they can learn from the question that you're gonna mind that
It's
you're
not
gonna?
it's not really a question. It was just me just asking about just meeting with you one on one.
You want to meet with me one on one for what?
Once I shoot the next round out, the third
Do you
round.
do you want to meet with me one on one to help you do the round, or do you want Cody or John to help you?
I could chat with you first. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So
Mm-hmm.
that's yeah, you can meet. When's the next round due?
Mine is the 22nd.
Okay, go. Call me on the 22nd.
Okay.
Call me on the 22nd, but if call me on the 21st. Let's try to run it on the 21st. Let's run it a little early,
Okay.
just in case you can't get me on on that day. Let's
Mm-hmm.
run it a little early, okay?
21st. Okay, got you.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Ralph,
Great meeting, man. I love this,
hold on,
bro.
hold on. Ralphie, questions, baby.
Nah, I got no questions. I just need money to. I need
if
money to pay off my debt, and then I'm good to go. If you gotta give it to me, that's all I gotta tell you.
if you gotta give it to me, I don't gotta give you anything just yet, brother. You'll get there. I
But yeah,
promise. I
I got no
promise.
questions. Very insightful. We did that.
I'm very proud of each and every one of you taking your Fridays, and I do it purposely on Friday in the afternoon because I want real people who want to really learn. I want people who want to really learn so that it's not I don't want it to be convenient. If it's convenient, then everybody's going to do it. Being an entrepreneur is not convenient. It's tough as shit.
And I also think that if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to be able to put yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Amen.
Otherwise, you will never grow. So,
Amen. I agree with that 110%. You've got to be in an uncomfortable situation. You got to be in situations that'll get you to a place where you don't believe. So, I agree. Oops. I don't know if you all heard my wife go in the background. That was her. Len, my bad. I did cut you off, but yes, you need any questions? You need any help?
No, I'm good. Like I said, I appreciate you inviting me to this. I really enjoyed myself. And whenever I have time, if I'm not consumed with what I'm doing, I'll join. Absolutely, no problem. And let me know about the other thing when you are putting that other situation together. I'd be more than happy to help however I can.
I'm looking for a beta tester. I'm going to release a form today for the beta testers because I need certain information from the developer. He asked me today, not just, hey, who wants to be a beta tester? So I will send out a form via job form into the group. It's the first 5 people that sign up. I have one person that I'm going to give to, but the first 5 people that sign up will be the beta testers for us, and that'll get you to understand all the stuff that is. And you're using my free score now, so it's already implemented with my free score now, so it's good to go.
Nice.
All right.
Sounds good, bro.
all
All
right.
right.
Well, have a good
Ralph, Leonard, Cody. We're hold on, going down the list. Jesse, John, Joseph, Kendra, Micah, everybody have a great night. I'm signing off to this
You
3-hour
too.
meeting.
You
Good
do.
All right,
night.
have a good weekend.
Yeah.
You too, guys. Bye
All right.
bye.
Thank you.